On XFM 104.9, I'm Ricky Gervais, with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington, and a few new characters. Steve,
I can't believe
as you said, I know you love Moyles and his sort of wacky stuff, and
Chris Moore, one of the greats,
and Edmonds, and just all the. Well, I'm going to go along the same sort of vein. I've come up with a couple of. Can I show you one?
I'm excited.
Okay, well, it always starts with a sort of doorbell. Okay. So it goes, ding dong. I go, oh no, hold on, Steve, hold on, Karl. Who's that at the door?
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, hello. Oh, look, it's Camp David, the right queer gay. Oh, hello. You look all gay today. Is that because it's nice weather? Oh, no, that's not what it means. Oh, have you got a girlfriend, Camp David, the right queer gay? No, but I've got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, bye. Yeah. Right.
Oh,
ding dong. Oh, it's another one. Another comment. Hello. Oh, look. It's Holy Fuck, the little funny Chinese fella. Wait, that's his name, Karl.
That's his name, Karl.
Karl. Hello, Holy Fuck. Harold.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's fine.
Mr. Fuck. You can call me Holy if you want. No, I prefer to call you Fuck.
Yeah.
Right? You're right.
Nothing wrong with this so far.
No. Have you got a girlfriend, Mr. Fuck? Achoo. Oh, you haven't got that SARS, have you?
Yeah.
No, that's my girlfriend's name. See? Yeah. Oh, just before you go, Mr. Fuck, I've got two things here. I've got a nice Trilby hat that you could wear, or I've got a little lampshade. Right. Which one do you want to put on your head and walk around? I presume the Trilby.
No, but it's not.
No.
Yeah.
The lampshade.
Lampshade, of course.
Bye. See you later.
Yeah. I thought they were genius. Can I be honest? I'll be honest. I thought they were brilliant. I thought they were. You didn't steal them off Chris.
No. They're original. They're original.
Sometimes
characters.
Chris Moyles has done stuff as good as that.
I know. Yeah, I know. But no, these are all mine. So there you go. We'll be hearing more from Camp David, the right queer gay, and Holy Fuck, the funny little Chinaman. What? All right, Karl. Yeah. Is that your sort of humour? It might not be your sort of humour.
You just should have run it past me before you did it.
Yeah. What one are you worried about in particular?
The not Camp David.
Well, say his name.
No.
Say his name.
Which one? I don't know which one you mean.
The Chinese fella.
Well, I forget who that was. What was his name? I can't remember.
Well, if you can't remember, it can't be that good, so we'll leave it. We won't do it again. Right? I'll tell you what I've got, Steve.
Oh, what?
I'll tell you what I'm thinking.
Go on.
Right. Do you know, like, TV programmes sort of get rested in the winter?
Ding dong. Oh, no.
Hang on, who's this?
Oh, go on. Hello again. Not now, Mr. Fuck. We're talking. Bye.
Is that Holy Fuck again?
Yeah. God. Look at Karl's face. Right. Okay, that's it now. I'm not answering the door anymore. Right. Okay, go on.
Right. Yeah.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. He's trying to get in. Don't be impolite, Rick. Come on, Rick. He wants to come in.
No, it's too late. It's too late. He's gone away now. Go on.
Right. Anyway, what I'm thinking is, Rockbusters coming back for a bit.
What? What are you talking about?
He likes my idea. He likes my characters. He doesn't like that idea.
If I
what, Karl?
No, I was going to say, if I came up with
what?
With that Chinese fella.
What was his name
for
again?
a sketch?
But do you not think that Columbo looks like he smells? Would you imagine he smells a bit? He's a brilliant detective.
Well, he's got that dog and he smokes cigars, so I imagine he smells.
I reckon he stinks. I reckon he doesn't clean his clothes enough.
Oh, I think he has. I think he gets up and washes, but I think he puts on a crumpled old
he's too absent-minded. I think he's too busy thinking on solving crimes and stuff.
What do you think? Do you think his wife makes him clean his pants now and again?
I think they're quite a bohemian couple. I'm not sure she's really interested in that. I think she's got her own mind. Maybe she's a painter or something.
No, maybe she's losing it a bit and he's a bit embarrassed by it.
Yeah, that could be the truth.
And she's probably incontinent, so while she's ironing his trousers, she just all over them, and he goes, oh God, she's shatting my pants again, I gotta wet it up. Yeah, so that's what... Oh, ding dong. Who's that?
This?
Oh, hello. Oh, look, it's David Gray, the bent piano player. Oh! All right.
I thought it was going to be Columbo. That would be the joy. Ding dong.
My wife loves you. No. Harold? Oh, I don't believe it. Look who's turned up, Carl.
Let me see what we've got
Is
here.
Dickie Anderson called in yet?
Sadly, nothing from Dickers.
I think I might make him one of my hilarious sort of comedy characters.
What do you think he would sound like?
What would he sound like? Sort of probably like that, I think.
Ding dong.
Hello. Hey, it's Dickie Anderson.
I can't believe it.
Your show's rubbish. Something like that?
I mean, I think you should work on them perhaps before
You're saying there's not a lot of substance to these
I'm
guys?
just saying that, once the novelty of the doorbell has worn off.
I don't think you understand comedy on radio,
I'm
Steve.
not sure I do,
to be honest. Listen to Noel Evans, listen to Moyles. You'll see you don't need to riff with it. It's just, you just do the doorbell and just say they're here.
Right.
That's all you need to do.
Sure.
So that's the main thing.
Well, so we've had a couple
I'm
of
thinking of some
responses.
more characters as well.
Well, keep working on those.
Yeah.
Marcus has emailed. He says no to Rockbusters. He hasn't heard it, but it sounds rubbish. Believe me, you couldn't be more right.
Well, does The Office sound good as a title?
All right. This is someone else. Don't bring back Rockbusters. Please, can we have more Holy Fook?
You're not pronouncing it right,
I
Steve.
know. I was just a bit edgy there.
It's Holy Fuck, the little Chinese fella. Holy Fuck, the little funny Chinese fella.
Ding dong.
Oh, who's that? Oh, it's a posh bloke who doesn't care about poor people. Hello, posh bloke, what are you doing? I'm in my Rolls Royce and I don't like the homeless. Oh, posh bloke, don't be a... You want to do that?
Satire. That is satire.
Yeah.
There's nothing like
It's
it.
political as well. I'm getting in
There's so
political
many. Don't
things.
even begin to show off.
I was showing that some foreigners are funny. I got in the fact that, like, if you notice that Chinese people wear different hats to us.
Yes.
So that's political in a sense.
Yeah.
So, if I'd have done a character called Tourette's Boy, friend of the little Chinaman, and it went ding dong, oh look, it's Tourette's Boy, friend of holy fuck, holy fuck, you'd have been annoyed. Do you know what I mean? Oh, who's your mate, Tourette's Boy, holy fuck? You'd have been annoyed, wouldn't you?
Is that a character from Lenny Henry's show? I
can't remember whether it's Chris Moores or Lenny Henry.
Yeah, one of them.
Well, I'll bung a song on.
And wow, yeah.
I love the fact that he was taking the piss out of your voice. I'll bung a song on. Hey, it's Trap and Cowheels tonight. Not as griddling as gravy.
To be honest, Carl, let's be honest. If Ricky Gervais can get voiceover work,
do you know what I mean?
There's got to be a place for me.
Where do you think the place for him is?
Well, look, right, you were talking about your face on the poster. It's not all bad, because I read something last night that can help you out. Right? And it's amazing. So we're talking about that.
Play a record, Carl. So a little surprise for you there. That's Coldplay here. They're live through there. Thanks. Can you hear me? Yeah, brilliant. Do you want to say a few words? Do you want to
I'll have a quick word with Chris, lead singer Chris. Chris, good to have you here.
Hello.
And how's it going with Gwyneth Paltrow?
Brilliant. Yes, she's a lovely lady.
Yeah, no, I thought so. Yeah, I saw her in Shakespeare in Love.
She's good in that, isn't
yes,
she?
if you would pass that on to her, just say I
well,
enjoyed that. It's going all right. You going to get married to? Or
Yeah, so I marry either her or that Julia Roberts woman.
Yeah, either one is good.
Yeah.
I know you're on holiday at the moment in Hawaii. I read in the paper today.
No,
you're actually here.
I'm actually here.
Okay.
Got to go now. Got to go.
All right, just a couple of quick.
See you later, Chris. Yes, see you, Ricky. So that's the sort of guests.
That's the caliber of guests. We're just trying to up
just
things.
like Jonathan Ross. We've got guests like Jonathan Ross. That's Coldplay. Just popped in.
So if you're the Sony people listening, you might
and we've still got Carl to take off my sock for 20 quid. Okay, we're trying to
be interactive.
Yeah, I've seen how other DJs do it. They have phones. They go, and how are you celebrating tonight? Oh, we're just going out, Foxy. Have a good time. Here we go. This is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've got to be. I've guessed we had Chris Martin in from Coldplay, which is going to be a lot.
Well, Chris is still here.
Hello.
Chris, how did you come up with the ideas for your songs?
Just make them up in my head with the guitar.
And how old are you now?
28.
Thanks very much. And that more from Chris Martin later, I imagine.
Cheers.
We also had an email.
Cheers.
Thanks, Chris.
And Suzanne was sat on the floor in front of me, and she was like, "Oh, rub my neck, it's hurting." So I thought, and I hate doing that. It really it bores me.
Well,
right?
she's your girlfriend, for goodness sake.
I know. Dale Winton's different. You're getting paid for that. Go on.
So I thought the only way to shift her, I'll let one go, right? So I did that.
I love that.
It's such a loving relationship.
I love that. That's great.
So
Like
she's-
doing the washing up badly.
Yeah.
She won't ask me again. What have you done? I've smashed the cups up and I've written in excrement across the wall. Well, that's no good, isn't it? Well, I won't do it again
Give me
then.
the marigolds, I'll do it.
I've nailed the cat to the fridge. What's up with that?
Yeah.
Go on.
But yeah, so I did that and it worked. She sort of got up and said, "Oh," and my dad said, "What do you do that for?"
What was he thinking?
So I said, "Oh, I hate rubbing a neck. Does me head in." So he says, "I've never trumped in front of your mother for 40 years."
Sorry, where was this? Chigley? Why is this family talking like this? Young Carl, I've never trumped in front of your mother in the 35 years. Why what? I don't know what...
No, it's just that he said, we've done a lot of things in the family.
Hold on, what did he say that for? What, he's never trumped in front of your mother?
He just offered that information up.
Well, he just was surprised that I did it. He said, "Where have you got that from?"
Yeah.
Whoa, he's lowering test times, I'd have thought. What do you mean? You have to imagine there's a class of farting. Oh, no. we haven't told our kids about farting. He doesn't do it. We haven't told him about it. We haven't. No, we don't do it in front of them. You have to learn it, do you?
No, but there's a place. That's what I was always told.
Go on.
There's a place for that.
Cornwall.
Basically, it's about this monkey.
Oh yeah.
In the jungle. It's got a gig out in hairdressers.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
It's got itself a nice little job going in hairdressers.
As what?
It gets people sitting down, and what it does before the people have their hair cut, that it sort of sits there, and it goes through people's hair, makes sure it's clean, and people are loving it.
Right,
so it's a pet monkey. It's nothing to do with it getting a gig in an hairdresser's. It's a pet monkey.
It's not working at Monkey and Guy.
Yeah.
No, seriously, it's in there. I think it might have started off as a job and then...
So what does it say? It says junior £15, stylist £35, monkey £63.
So I didn't quite follow.
Yeah, but before that, I've never had that much luck with hairdressers. Before that was another place, and it was run by sort of, these sort of wannabe gangster type people.
Oh yeah.
But they'd... you're going
what
for
do you mean by
haircut.
wannabe gangsters?
Well, sort of just petty crime stuff. You'd go in for a haircut and then you'd walk out with a video recorder. Do you know what I mean?
You don't have to take it.
No, but they'd sort of spend ages flogging you that whilst cutting your hair. It was their thing. It's like, right, sit down, you alright?
Yeah.
Oh,
so for the weekend? What do you think of? Maybe a Sony.
Yeah. So that's when I stopped going there, because it was like, just what a haircut. I don't want to be hassled.
Which one said that you had the hair of a Chinaman?
It's the fella who worked in a railway station haircut.
Well, you should know. I mean, he's been around a bit, clearly, if he runs a shack next to a railway station.
Oh, dear.
It's like, the two of you are just, you are like children. You're infants. Your mentality is ludicrous. And you're embarrassing us in front of our special guests.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe it. Now, of course, last week we've had
tattoo here.
We've had a number of letters, Rick. I'm just reading them now. Saying, last week, loved your interview with Chris Martin from Coldplay. Yeah. Genius. Another one here. Great insight into the man who wrote Yellow and Clocks.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Steve Merchant's interview with Chris Martin was amazing. He showed his own TV show. Yeah. Just some of the letters we've received, Rick.
Yeah.
So this week, we're very lucky to have with us Russian pop act Tattoo. Round of applause for them. Lovely to have them here. Tattoo. Now then, of course, there's been much controversy that your kind of lesbian shtick is just something to try and whip up some press attention.
We are proper lesbians. We love fanny more than cock.
Okay, brilliant. And Tattoo, lovely to have you here. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Now then, you've got some live gigs, I understand, planned.
Yeah. Duh.
Okay. I can't help but notice that you sound, dare I say it, Tattoo, you don't sound so much Russian as German.
No, we cannot do the accent properly.
Okay. And Tattoo, it's a joy to have you. Thanks for coming down. And finally, your lesbians would, for instance, either myself or Carl be able to convert you from your lesbian ways?
We like the muff so much that the knob is no good for us.
All right, well, thanks very much, Tattoo.
Yeah, thanks, Tattoo. Thanks very much. Cheers. Next week, share.
Brilliant. So if you've got any guests, special guests you love us to interview, then let us know. Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. And we'll try and get there.
Oh, dear, play a metal card.
Rockbusters answers next.
I was going to say, well, do you want to do that?
No, let's do it next. After the record.
Just going to say something.
What were you going to say?
About gays and that.
What?
In a bit.
What were you going to say?
Oh, we'll look forward to that.
I say to you, I'll see you at 8, right, in this restaurant. I'll turn up at the door. It's a bit of a posh place, right? So he's Steve Merchant in.
Yeah.
And the waiter sort of goes, I don't know. What does he look like? Right? And,
Where's he from?
Just a little French fella.
Oh, yeah.
And, what does he look like? So the thing I'd pick up on first, tall lad.
Tall, yeah.
And then he goes, we got lots of tall people in, right? And I go, big eyes?
Big eyes?
Yeah. And then he'd go, yeah, he's over there.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, you can have dinner and you can buy me dinner. I'm not sure you're going to get anywhere with me. If you're slagging me off.
No, I'm not slagging you off, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just using what comes to mind when
Can I just...
Tall and big eyes.
Can I assume that they know, like... Could I say, like, easiest for me I'd say, looks like Reg Varney from On the Buses. Would they understand that? Can I use sort of, like, kick references?
He's 30-odd, this waiter, so he'll... Yeah,
so I go, oh yes, it's Reg Varney is sitting over there. Yeah. So he went German towards the end. What do you mean? What annoys you about that? What?
Sexual relations all night.
The concept. Or people keep you up. Is it your next door neighbours or something?
No, just that thing of people who say, was that it all night last night?
Who says that to you?
You know, lads who think they're, they think they're a bit of a lad and think that means it's good.
Well, like Sting and his tantric sex.
Sting.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it goes for 8 hours, but only 3 minutes of that is going for it. The other sort of, 7 and a bit is sort of laying next to each other, isn't it?
Right.
Or sometimes in a different room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that why it's called Sting?
Hey?
Well, if you're at it all night, bet it.
It's gonna sting.
Yeah.
So what's your problem with this notion of going at it all night?
It's just that thing of, get it done right the first time. Do you know what I mean? Get it done.
Yeah, get in, get out like the SAS.
Once you've done it, you've done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no fanning around.
No messing about. So, it's just that, isn't it? It's like, do it right the first time. Once you've washed up, right, you put the pots away, you don't dirty them again.
What a lovely analogy.
That's one of the great
Is that what you
metaphors.
say to Suzanne? Come on, love. Once you've washed up.
I've already washed up.
You don't dirty the pots again. Go.
What a romantic
Ding dong.
song.
Hello, is there a fire? Oh. Hello. Did he have a moustache, the fireman?
Oh.
Yeah, do the jingle. We've come up with a new one, haven't we?
The freak, say chic.
Cheeky freak of the week.
Right, well, couple of bits. I don't know which one to use as the main feature for this week.
It's not good, is it?
Well, there's been another one born. Little kid.
You go on.
4 eyes.
Insult. Just a guy who wears glasses. Come on.
4 eyes, 2 noses, 2 mouths. That's weird, isn't it?
This bloke, did he also have 2 heads, 2 bodies? Sort of born sort of slightly separately?
He wasn't stood next to a mirror.
No, it's weird, that, isn't it?
That's all you've got.
I love that. That's weird. That. Imagine the doctor said that. Well, Mrs. Parks, kid's got 4 eyes and 2 noses. Weird, isn't it? Any clues? Any clues?
So that's it. That's all the
one.
information.
Well, I'll tell you what, that shouldn't be the main one. Okay, I've answered
but
it.
like I say, what's the idea of this feature? What do I say all the time?
Don't know.
I always say, think about it. Think about what that would be like.
Okay.
What? Giving birth to him?
No. Being, I think it's a girl. Being like her. 2 mouths. 4 eyes. What would that be like? Mad, innit?
I don't know what this feature is.
I don't know why. Yeah. So if you think she's cool,
if you think she's cool,
think all this is cool, then you probably won't want to see cigarettes.
Exactly.
If you want to be cool,
yeah,
then
like
don't,
Isabella or whatever.
Except the thing with that is that people watching that, the youth watching that will go, well, Bill at my school, he smokes and he's cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, this is the problem with it.
Yeah.
It's not that the impulse is wrong. The message is fine. It's just this thing. I can't imagine those things ever working with young people, with youths. It's like when what was it?
What it will do is that you'll get a lot of 13 and 14-year-olds sneaking out and getting a tattoo.
Exactly.
So the parents be going, I'd rather she smoked.
Exactly. She might give that up sometimes. That's her life.
She's got a spider's web on her face now for the rest of her life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like, you remember that thing when they tried to get young people to vote? Do you remember that? Was it Rock the Vote? Was it called Rock the Vote? Was it? Was it people like Billy Bragg and people kind of?
Yeah.
I don't know who that appeals to. I don't know. You know, some youth is kind of smashing up a bus shelter, throwing bricks at old people.
Goes,
and what's that, Billy Bragg?
Billy Bragg, yeah.
I just can't. I don't believe it ever. I think it was Mick Hucknall was another one. What's that, Mick?
Oh dear. Well, I remember the ones where he just if you were going to go off with a stranger, your cat went, well, don't.
Yeah.
Ask mummy first.
Yeah.
And I remember I was trying to jump in cars left, right, and centre, but my cat, when I was like 5 or 6, would go. And I go, good point.
Yeah.
You're right, he could be a nutter.
But I seem to remember the Charlie's. The Charlie Says. It was Charlie Says, wasn't it?
Yeah. Charlie Says.
I always find them really unnerving. He lived in that really eerie kind of world where you never really saw anyone. Yeah, but it was very kind of, it was very eerie. It wasn't a very kind of comforting world.
They hadn't spent a lot of money on the cartoon. No.
But it was, I always got the sense with him that he was probably really quite lonely.
But I like the fact is that
he had a cat.
Mummy was so pleased, but by the time I came out, they'd gone off and I missed the picnic. But Mummy was so pleased that I'd asked her. She gave me an apple.
No, I think
and Charlie got something he liked. He gets a fish, right? I was thinking, an apple?
No, I seem to remember it being that...
I'll get an apple anyway, get me some sweets.
Yeah, or a tattoo.
I always thought there was a con when your parents got you some clothes you needed for Christmas. I'm not falling for that.
Exactly.
I'd go, look, I'm getting the clothes anyway. I want battling tops.
But the Charlie Says, I seem to remember when they asked him to go off for the picnic, by the time he'd asked Mum, because she was on the phone, I don't know who she was chatting to in the middle of the day, the kids had gone, and I seem to remember that...
clients.
Exactly. I seem to remember that, he said, don't worry, it was fine, because Mum took him and Charlie on a picnic.
Not as good.
Who'd rather go, with your mates, or with your mum on a picnic?
And your cat. Yeah.
I mean, I think they were friends.
This Scotch egg stinks of fish. Well, I had to bring it for Charlie. Don't bring raw fish in the picnic basket.
I think they weren't friends of his. They were just local kids who go, let's go and ask that weirdo with the cat if he wants to come down the park.
Let's go and ask the weirdo who thinks the cat can talk, and then run away when he goes to ask his mum.
When he goes off to ask his mum, they'll just go, ask your mum, ask your mum.
Yeah. Hello, hiya. All right, we're the local lads, the cool local lads. We smoke, we got tattoos. Do you want to come and play with some puppies in the disused mine? Ask your mum first. Quick, run.
Exactly.
So he's talking to the cat. Look, he's talking to the cat.
They were just round the corner spying on him. They were just laughing. There was no picnic.
If you don't like London, you know what to do. Well,
I'm trying to get out of here, aren't I?
We just bought a new flat. That's not the best way. Buy a flat in Manchester, live there.
Doesn't matter. I can always rent it out and make a little bit of money.
Why don't you sell the flat in London and buy a street in Manchester?
Pilkington Avenue. You could literally have the king of that street. People could come to you like Solomon with their problems.
Yeah. Well, he's come up from London. He's got London ways.
Tell you what, Steve.
Go on.
I did find out in the week.
Yeah.
World record, right? Person with the longest trump.
With the longest what?
Wind fart.
Right.
2 minutes 42 is the world record.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I'm immediately thinking about a relative of yours who I'm sure did longer than that.
Who still lives in Manchester.
Auntie Nora.
Now, Auntie Nora did it for 5 minutes, wasn't it?
Starfighter for 5 minutes. But unfortunately, she was the only person in the room. Whereas I think, which one's alive, Ross or Norris McWhirter?
I don't know, actually.
He has to be there.
Yeah, I think he actually has to.
He'd have to be there.
Would you want to be there?
Well, he'd have sort of equipment, looking at his watch, going, finish? You go, yeah. He goes, well, that was 4 minutes.
Did she go from like a size 10 to a size 6? Did she show some old dresses?
Like a hovercraft.
Exactly.
In a big dress. Yeah. Just slightly off. Yeah. So, it has to be invigilated.
But again, how was the Guinness Book of World Records one invigilated? I mean, who was supervising that?
He said, I can fart for 2 minutes. They went, well, we've got to see this. Went round. And he just probably let it rip. It's probably circular breathing. He's probably sort of sucking in air and swallowing it as he's going. And it's a continuous one, isn't it?
The reason I did this was to get that kitchen, right? Now,
brilliant.
As we speak now, right? Builder's in the flat. He's been annoying me.
Of course he has. Of course he has. What's he been doing?
When he turned up on Monday, right?
Yeah.
Wanders in. And the first thing he says to me is, said, the pub across the road, is it any good? I said, well, it doesn't matter, does it? You're working on the kitchen.
Think of saying that to a builder. Probably making conversation. Probably meant, do they do a toasted sandwich? Because I've got a half-hour lunch break. Not an hour, like Karl Pilkington. So I'll probably then get a nice, cheese and tomato sandwich.
Is that genuinely what you said to him?
Yeah.
So Suzanne had a go at me saying, why have you said that? He hasn't even started on it yet.
I cannot believe that.
You're unbelievable, Karl. And you say it's us that are rude, crass,
I wasn't being
thoughtless.
rude. I just was letting him know. Do you know what I mean? I know what
He knows what he was there for. He had it down on his little docket. Do the kitchen this week. He didn't come there and go, what did I come out for? Was it to go to the pub for a week?
Why am I wearing these overalls?
Yeah. Who's the little bald mate twat insulting me? Let me just check. Let me call the head office.
I wasn't having a go, though. I mean, they should have finished it yesterday, and they're there now, right, on their own. And what annoyed me is they turned up late today.
Hold on, Karl, I've just realised something. They're probably listening to the radio. This, I assume, tuned to XFM, isn't it, in your kitchen?
Yeah, but they don't know it's me, do they? You know what I mean?
No. They'd go, he's got a whiny mank voice as well. So's the bloke who owns this place. And the bloke who owns this place, when I said, what's that pub like across the road, said, well, you won't be bothering that. He's working nice. No, he won't be able to put two and two together, will he? You've suddenly, the penny's dropped, doesn't it? You've suddenly realised. Look at his face! Yeah. He's suddenly realised they might know it's him.
And they could be listening, and they're going to clean you out, mate.
Oh, if you are the builder working in, where is it? I won't say the address, but it's
Central London, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go mental. Have whatever you want.
Opposite that pub that you like,
He'll probably be in there now, so he won't be listening.
Oh, insulting a British workman.
He should have been
just
in today.
mental.
He should have been at 8 this morning,
Just
which annoyed me anyway.
mental.
Why? I really don't understand why they've got to start so early, right?
Yeah.
But he said he'll be there for 8, turned up at 9:30, right? Wanders in, and what annoys me is, he could have left all this downstairs. He had a paper under his arm, one of those crossword books, and a pot noodle. Now, I'm not being funny, but most of them take up quite a bit of time. A crossword book, he's not happy with just the one that's in the paper.
If you're listening, if you are the builder that's listening now, doing Karl's flat, what about pissing in the laundry basket? Longview and further on XFM 104.9.
Richard Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
Yeah.
The Holy Trinity.
Yeah, going well at the moment.
Not bad. You were just talking about foreigners.
Love them.
And I'll tell you something, I've been meaning to ask you this for a while, because I know you're a very well-informed man.
Yeah, political and sort of liberal and that.
Yeah. How does Chinese work?
Well, the language.
I can't figure it out.
No one knows.
I can't figure it out.
No one knows.
It's not like any other language.
No, it's not. It's not. Either spoken or written down. Well, it's not written down, it's...
Well, when it's written down, it basically looks like kind of little children's drawings of those little paper houses that Chinese people live in.
Well, that's what it is.
And it's loads of them, hundreds of them, from what I can make out.
I mean, even French have a go. It's not even the French right words, but they've got some of the right letters. And they're going, oh, hello, how are you? And it's sort of, they're trying to do the words, but there's just something wrong. I think it's like a speech impediment, I think.
Exactly. Yeah, Germans are similar.
Yeah, Germans are going, how are you? And they're trying to do the words.
They're just English, but it's just
Chinese. No effort.
It's just... I mean, can you imagine what we just played? Or in fact, can you imagine the last 50 minutes on Radio 1, on The Breakfast Show?
Well, we can pre-record it though, so I wouldn't have to get up early.
Sure.
That's not your point, is it?
That's not really it.
Your point is the quality of what we're doing, not how early it is. Sure. Get it.
What would you provide though, Rick, do you think, if you went to Radio 1? What sort of, because I mean, obviously...
Wank, oops. I can do all that.
Because obviously our time at XFM is going to basically...
I'd be the furry shreddy.
Right.
Yeah, so I'd get that.
Would you have some wacky catchphrases?
I think I would.
You'd bring back Holy Fuck, presumably.
Holy fuck, yeah. Oh, ding dong. Oh, hello, it's my little Chinese neighbour. Hello, what's your name? My name is Holy Fuck. Hello. Look at Karl, he looks just going, oh,
I know, like, you didn't even do the Chinese accent, that's how.
Well, that'd be racist.
Okay, sure.
I mean, yeah, sure. It's just, his name's Holy Fuck, and there's nothing wrong or funny about that.
So, yeah, you'd have that. You'd have crazy comedy characters. You'd probably have some wacky quizzes.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's Dirty Old Queer. Hello.
No, he's a new character to me. I'm quite excited. He sounds very modern and contemporary. Yeah. A new spin on an old idea. Yeah. Just tell us a little bit more.
Oh, wow, he's an actor, isn't he? And, and he likes to, take it up.
Alright, well, That's just if anyone from Radio 1 is listening, and they've listened to Dominic Mohan in the paper, they thought, yes, you're right, we need some new blood at Radio 1. Ricky Gervais has got a myriad of comedy characters.
Yeah. Whack, whack, oops. I can do sound effects.
Do sound effects.
So
you can probably do funny voices like Chris Moyles, couldn't you?
Yeah. Wow. Not as good, but I can.
What about comedy songs like Moyles?
Again, not as good, but I mean...
Do you remember when Moyles rather hilariously changed the words of This Is My Moment by Martin McCutcheon to This Is My Motor?
We listened to it though, didn't we?
Unbelievable.
I remember when he was doing a competition, this was pathetic, wasn't it? We were listening to Radio 1 once on our site, and I don't know why, we just wanted to, I think it was research, wasn't it, for The Office?
Yeah.
And he was doing this, he had to phone in with...
We were listening to idiots. And
no, I'm not saying that. And he was doing this competition, you had to call in with some songs that are golf related. And people were phoning up going, drive the cars. He was going, drive the cars, good. And I was on that phone, I must have wasted about 40 quid, and I wanted to get through and go, hello, Chris, it's not Milesy, yeah. Derek here, I got one. Oh, go on then, Derek, what is it? Something like Spandau Ballet with golf cart and that. And I just wanted to do and I waited. And I thought the joke's on us. Yeah. I wasted my phone bill just to say something stupid. Oh, dear.
Oh.
This show's better than this.
Yeah, anyway, if you've got any hilarious golf-related song titles that you'd like to email in.
What's the number?
Oh, let them email in.
ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. What would a song title be if perhaps we were doing something about, I don't know, air travel?
Yeah.
If you've got any crazy ideas, email in. We'd love to hear them.
Yeah, brilliant. I've got a thought of another golf one.
Okay.
You know, Duran Duran? Something down the fairway or something, if they wrote that. Alright?
Girl on the putting green?
Yeah.
Or something?
Alright?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Have you introduced it? My name's Holy Fuck. I'm Dirty Old Queer. I could do all that. Ding dong, whack whack, oops.
There was a woman about 4 houses down. Right. Rough. Now, she used to wear leggings.
Yeah.
Now, they're a bad idea.
They are a terrible idea. I agree with you there, Carl. If you're a lady of
What
the
colour?
normo persuasion...
Were they pink?
No, they were sort of black, but with all bits on them.
Oh, right.
Do you know what I mean?
What, toast and
just
horse
bits.
droppings? Yeah, go on, yeah.
And she used to... she's quite a big woman.
Sure.
Pauline Quirk, I think
Yeah,
we described her as.
Look like a light bulb.
It is those kind of women that are attracted to leggings.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
They are drawn to them like a moth.
Yeah.
She used to wear them, and that's what I remember when I read this piece. And she used to work on one of those sex line things.
Right.
She used to do that. But
what was she, an engineer?
The weird thing with her was, she had big eyelids.
Right. Go on.
That were too big, and this is what I was thinking.
What do you mean she had big eyelids? How big do eyelids have to be for you to go, they're big eyelids? What was she shoplifting with them? Would she come out of Dixon's with, like, radio stored in them? What do you mean she had big eyelids?
It was another one of them popular things around our way. Do you know? Like,
what do you mean popular things?
They go,
oh, I'll tell you what, they're all the rage. Can I get some big eyelids, please?
No. It was just like one of them things that people suffered with. Just big eyelids. They could hardly open their eyes.
What do you mean? What do you mean? That's one of them popular things around where I grew up. People had big eyelids, they could hardly open their eyes. What does that mean? What sort of freak town were you born in? You had webbed feet people with big heads. You got women with big eyelids. What does big eyelids mean?
Are you confusing her with the horse?
Yeah. Did she have hooves? Look, what? That might be the last one ever, depending on whether Carl decides to come back in October or not.
I'm bored of it. I told you I'm bored of it.
Why are you bored with it?
I get bored quick with stuff.
Yeah.
I told Suzanne the other night, how lucky she was, that I haven't got rid of her yet. She's, do you know what I mean? Things.
You put on her soft music though first, didn't you? You didn't just like start getting that right. You know you're a very lucky girl. Sorry? Well, I used to get bored with you and that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
You're lucky you haven't pissed off.
Yeah. Do you want to open the champagne or what?
Well, she was annoyed the other night.
What's that on your ear? Don't worry about it. Where'd you get out? Steve reckons in ancient Greece, right? it was better to shag a bloke than a woman. And I went, well, yeah. I mean, that's about the male being sort of a first-class citizen. Much better, wasn't it? An aspiration to sleep with a beautiful man than a beautiful woman.
Women were lower-class citizens, so therefore men were seen as higher class. So to have sexual relations with a man there was no shame in that.
No.
In fact, it was looked upon.
And I said, well, ancient Rome. I said, Nero, he sit in his big jacuzzi and he used to get, pretty boy men to just go into the water and just nibble at his testicles while he was having a wash.
He didn't do that.
He did.
No.
Yeah.
And he's not a gay fella.
No, well, no. I mean, I don't know about Nero, but I mean, it wasn't a case of a big delineation between what was heterosexual and what was gay. It was just, whatever you.
So what did this fella do then? This one who's having his.
Well, he was pretty much top boy, Nero, for a while.
He was in charge.
And and you did what you were told. If Caesar or.
But why were people going round there? Why didn't they go? Oh.
No, they weren't dropping in. It wasn't like the door was opening. I was going to see what Nero's doing. It's not like when I pop in here to see you.
Normally what would happen is he'd say, "Come back to my place. I got a book for you."
Yeah.
You pop in,
but
he'd come out in his pants.
Elton
John would be on.
You'd have probably been like a delivery boy or a stable boy or something, and you'd have popped round there and you'd have gone, "There, right, Nero. There's the tablets of stone you wanted." And you go, "Pilkington, why you are here? Pop under." I don't know why he's French.
What is that?
I don't know why he's French. Just pop under the water and nibble at my testicles, and you'd have done it.
Because he was Nero.
I wouldn't.
He would have.
There's no way I would have done.
Well, you would have.
What have I done? I've dropped a pizza off.
You put around to Nero's place with the pizza.
Right, I'd say I've done my job. Right?
Yeah.
That's not the sort of tip I wanted.
No, he'd have said, "Get the little baldy chap to nibble at my testicles," and you'd have done the water.
I wouldn't have done it.
No,
well, you wouldn't have
me head on the
you
wall.
hadn't done it, right?
No, I wouldn't have done it.
Can I just say this, Steve? Not only would you be nibbling at his testicles, you'd have been going mad. You'd have been noshing him just for extra. You'd have been doing everything he wanted. You'd have been going, he'd have gone, "I didn't ask you to do that." You'd have been going mental. They'd have been chewing, slurping, smacking, poking. You'd have chopped. You'd have gnawed his packet off. You'd think you were eating Walker's crisps. There'd be bubbles. There'd be flood. Oh, it'd be horrible. Why should you do it? And then someone else gets a nice new watch and there's world peace.
Exactly.
You're walking round, it's nice and peace, but you know what time it is. He's swanning round, he's got a lovely new watch, and there's no threat of him being bombed.
Exactly.
I'm quite happy the way I am, really. I don't really want.
Are you really?
But you're on a 4.
Yeah,
you're on a happy scale of 4.
Yeah, you're on a 4. Surely you want to get to 10. Surely the point of life is to be on 10.
Yeah, but what's a 10? Do you know what I mean?
No.
What's a 10?
Contentment, absolute contentment, joy in your heart, inwardly and outwardly. Not walking around with a little round mank head with your mouth open going, "What's the point of that? I've done it once." Is that why you've still got all the condoms? I've done it once.
What's the point of that?
Alright, we're gonna get everything. Some air gel. Come on. 10.
Just one thing that would make you happy. That would cheer you up if you were feeling low.
Tuesdays off as well? I'll have the MD just, resign straight away, shall I?
I honestly don't know what would make me happy just like that. Because I am happy. I know you say I'm fed up and that.
Do you know what he said? He wouldn't want to be too rich. He said, because if I was too rich, then Suzanne would say, "Let's go around the world." He said he wants to be rich enough, so they're happy in that, and they got their bathroom and everything, but they still can't afford any more holidays a year. Think of that wish. Think of that capping your wishes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Putting a ceiling on your ambition. I love it. It's genius. Look at his face. Play a record.
It's like if you'd won that ticket round Charlie's Chocolate Factory and he'd said, "Actually, Carl, I want you to take over the factory. It was a test." You'd have said, "I just wanted to look around the chocolate factory."
Yeah.
I'm happy to go back and live.
No, he'd have said, "I'll work it, but I'm not working Mondays."
Exactly.
Play a record.
Imagine giving a chocolate factory to a kid.
I know.
Idiot.
Give it to the fat one at least. He'd enjoyed it more. It's, Carl's got a theory that Chinese people don't age well. This man was a Chinaman, right? And he was 120 or something.
Yeah. Did you see a picture of him?
Yeah,
he's still alive.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. He's
died
dead.
at 120. So
he said 120 or something, but makes you wonder.
What makes you wonder?
Well, because they don't age well. I think he's using that.
What?
He's probably about 37.
Oh God! Honestly, we walked down the right? And we see an elderly Chinese person.
Yeah.
Right? And it's kind of go, I just think he is.
Yeah.
Like, it's not...
I don't understand this notion that Chinese people don't age well. I don't know where this has come about.
No, I mean, I'm not having a go.
No,
right?
of course not.
I never want anyone to think I'm like having a go at them. But they are really good looking and they're healthy and that. Till they're about... I've never seen one, right? Can you tell me if you've seen a Chinese person who's about 30? It's either 20 or 50. There's no middle ground.
This is what I came back for. This is 2 hours of absolute drivel from the brain of Karl Pilkington.
Let me just check something. So the Chinese gentleman who died recently was 130. Your theory is... Sure. Your theory is that he's maybe in his late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah.
This is an elaborate conspiracy on his part, because obviously whenever they talk about the oldest people in the world, it is always a Chinese person.
Yeah.
Invariably.
They do, yeah.
I mean, they seem to win that every year.
Go on.
So your theory is that in those small backwater villages in China...
Ross McWhirter comes to a little village.
They go, the Guinness guy's on the way.
He goes, well, until recently, the oldest person in the world, how old are you? And they're so embarrassed, because they think they look about 120, they go, 120, they go, really? Go, yeah, can I have his birth certificate? No. In fact, I think this Chinese bloke it wasn't verified by the conspiracy because he didn't have his papers.
Didn't have his papers, no.
So...
Is this the same one or a different fella?
I think it might be the same guy, I'm not sure. Trying it on. So there's a huge conspiracy amongst these Chinese villages that every time...
When you get to about 50, say you're 70. Because no one will believe us.
Well, if you can confirm or deny that, then please email in ricky.gervais@xfm.uk.
This is the Racist Show on XFM 104.9. Call in if you're anything less than a little mank.
The Jamaican fella would love to live there.
Go on.
But it's a little bit pricey.
Go on.
Right? That
What was the initial?
DS. Deer Streets. Right?
What?
It's a Deer Street to live on.
Deer Streets, oh yeah, I haven't heard of them. They're a band.
That's Dire Straits.
No, it's not Dire Straits! It's not Dire Straits! Deer Streets!
The Jamaican fella.
Go on, make it sound like that.
Like Deer Streets. Deer Streets.
Do it again. No, it's still not. Keep going. I haven't got it yet. Go on.
Deer Streets.
Deer Streets.
They got that one as well, so...
Alright, well, let's hear the one they did.
Can I do an impression of a Jamaican fella saying Dire Straits?
Right.
Dire Straits.
The first
it's not
one
the same.
Did a little pirate radio show from the... got kicked out because they found out, and apparently I put the station at risk because all the stuff could have been taken off us.
But from Little Acorn, 16 years later, he's on a show with less listeners.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Can you imagine if you've gone into hospital, you're already pretty depressed, there's the fear of these super bugs in the hospital.
Yeah.
Maybe you've got some quite serious illness, you don't know if you're going to make it. His voice is what you hear to cheer you up.
Alright, weird, isn't it? I saw a programme about a parasite the other night. Yeah. Apparently, they get in through your eye and eat their way up through your genitals.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Radiohead. Yeah, exactly. Play a record, Carl.
Stone Roses, yeah?
Oh, Fool's Gold. Classic.
All he saw was the name of the band that this email was promoting. So all Carl saw, and you can imagine how excited he was all he saw was half man, half biscuit. That's all he saw.
I've never seen anyone so excited! Oh, God!
It was actually just plugging the popular joke novelty band.
How you heard of them, then?
No.
Imagine how excited he was.
That is fantastic. Man, half biscuit! Brilliant! Mr. Garibaldi! Oh, half man, half biscuit. That is genius. Oh, amazing.
I just saw it, and when you closed it again...
Yeah, but the thing is, if he hadn't have told you that, and he'd have erased it, next week he'd be saying about what they've done, the scientists, they've cloned a man with a biscuit. He's got currants for eyes.
Never go swimming.
What?
Never go swimming.
Bong!
Dwarf to live in a glass box.
Dwarf to live in a glass box?
Yeah, it's meant to be art or something. It's not though, is it?
What? Meant to be art? Whose idea is this? Is art, or is someone hired a dwarf to live in their box?
It's just a box, and he can even leave when he wants, apparently. He can, go, I'm hungry, I'm going for a walk, and he puts a little note.
If it's Damien Hirst, he might end up in 4 bits. So just be careful.
But to me, that's like that thing when I said to you about the woman in the jar.
What woman in the jar?
The the woman in a jar. They go, oh, come and see the woman in a jar. And then it turns out it's a big jar. So it's like, well, put me in there as well then.
Exactly.
It's not special.
Yeah.
And that's the same with him. It's a big box. He's a small fella. What's good about that?
What do you want to do, though, to compress matter?
But hang on, it's not a world record-breaking attempt. It's supposed to be art.
No, what's art about that?
Well, I'd like to
What's
try and
art
justify
about
it.
that? Oh, can we do a show for BBC Three? Karl Pilkington going around, what's art about that?
Yeah.
That is brilliant. What's art about that?
I'd love that.
Would you?
I'd love that.
Me and Steve are going to do a thing called Is Art Rubbish, where we go around and we chat about it.
Yeah.
But we can hand that over to you if you want to do that. If anyone from BBC Three is listening, Karl Pilkington, what's art about that? All right. Weird, isn't it? And what would you go around like Sensation and things like that, and Saatchi and going
Dali and that.
You put a sheep in formaldehyde. What's art about that? Our butcher does it. All right. Weird, isn't it? I mean, I think we beat the second language by about double.
What language?
I think in English we have got about, I think Russian second, but I think we got twice as many words. So there are obviously things that we say that cannot really be translated.
Yeah.
And so, ours is just great for obviously poetry and.
It makes sense when you think about things like blancmange.
Blancmange
That would
is
be like
good, yeah.
wobbly pudding.
I know.
In English.
But I think if there are, I don't know how many there are, someone know. So there's about 100,000 possibilities, right? I think we probably know, as educated people like us, Steve, we probably have about 20,000.
Sure.
Right? I really don't think we need that other 80,000.
No.
I can't, I'm not walking around going, I don't know what they're talking about.
Exactly.
I'm really, what did he say? What is that? I mean, that happens possibly once or twice a year when I go, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Carl, you look bored, mate. We had a real
I
conversation
think
there.
he switched off when I said forsooth.
Bruce Forsyth, you know him. So much better than last week. You know him, don't you, Carl?
Put a song on, yeah.
Yeah, boards. Okay, there was a monkey, right?
No, he's
Wait. It was a professor of English. Don't believe a word. Thin Lizzy on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant, and over there, Campbells.
Is that your impression of me?
Yeah.
Yeah. The rock one's better.
The rock was.
Yeah, you shouldn't try and be a DJ.
Yeah. Growing up with Diano Tuesday night. Carl reckons the gays got up late.
Yeah.
His favourite song is The Killing of Georgie, right? And he went, yeah, but would it have happened if he'd have been, going out a bit earlier?
Yeah, well, no, fair point.
Yeah.
Is that song time specific then?
No, but he reckons he probably got, because he was out late.
Oh, right, okay.
He said there's one that works here, sometimes he doesn't go out till midnight.
But, try it if you want. I'm not fussed, do you know what I mean? Think about it.
Fast is making an appearance! Fast wasn't there before! Do the clue again.
Initials SC for that one.
Do the clue again.
No, I don't want to do it again.
You haven't finished it yet?
I have, that's it.
No, do the clue again.
I can't do it again.
Do the clue again.
Buy it if you want, I'm not fussed, right? Shop around, come back. It's up to you. I'm not pushing you into anything.
It's up to you, wasn't there?
SC for that one, right? And the final one, that's good. I can play 10-pin bowling again.
Okay, and what's the clue?
Christ.
That's O for that one.
Oh.
All right, so they're the three
Now I
things.
assume that I'm not going to bother to look, but I assume there's a jiffy bag of taps which people can win. All right, well, great, good luck. Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk is the email
Play a
address.
record.
Thorns.
No, buy it if you want. I'm not fussing. Come back, have a look around. I'm open Wednesdays, by the way. Shut up, for. See you later.
Knob body has been that lucky before.
Brilliant, all right.
Okay.
Or you've got get a lobe of this court case.
Right, okay.
Not bad,
I'm going
interesting.
for knob body. It's been that lucky before.
Right, it's a story about this kid who was born, right?
Was he?
Yeah, he was popped out, and the dad and the mum saw the baby, and he was like, oh, that's a good-looking little kid.
Sure.
And they were proud and that. And then...
they're surprised that it's a good-looking little kid. It's theirs.
Yeah.
Like, it could have been a frog, and they'd have gone, oh, he's got your eyes.
And then the doctor goes, yeah, it is, but look at that.
What?
He said, it's a boy and hasn't got a knob.
I love the doctor saying that. I love this GP or this midwife saying that. Oh, I love little boy. Yeah, but no knob, baby. Mr. and Mrs. I mean, think.
Right. No, but I'm speeding it up a bit.
All right, come on. So the baby's
born. So the baby's like that, and the doctor says that, and the woman's like, "Oh, it's our first as well," and stuff. Right? She's really gutted.
What's the second going to be like?
So,
go ahead.
So
just a knob.
Doctor says,
We'll call it Carl. All right, go on.
Right, go on.
So the doctor says, "Well, I'll leave it with you for a bit. Get used to the idea, right?"
As opposed to throwing it away.
So he wanders off.
Yeah.
He comes back with a smile on his face. Right?
Found the knob.
So the mum and dad are like, what are you smiling about? He said, "You're not going to believe this. Baby's just been born. It's got 2. Right? You can have one of them." And they did a little operation.
Where did you get this information from?
That's in a book.
What book?
Is it the same as the book that you carry round with you?
No.
With the woman with 3 legs, the juggler with 9 arms, and the bloke who found shagging a chicken under a rock. Is it in that book?
Weird though, isn't it?
Well, it's not true.
It is true.
What, in the same hospital, there was a baby born without a knob. Luckily, Carl.
It happened.
You swear to God you're not making
The
it up.
doctor came back smiling because you won't believe it. There's a baby there with an excess of a knob.
It happened, honestly. I'm not, all these things are not made up, the educating stuff. That's why I do it, isn't it? Teaching you stuff, always teaching you stuff.
All right, if anyone can confirm the baby with no knob,
they're going to confirm it because they're going to go to the same dubious website that Carl got it from.
I always try to be level-headed and reasonable in these situations.
And it's always Guatemala or Mexico. Rodriguez was born without a knob. Luckily, baby next door and was got 2 knobs. What a load of shite. Play a record.
There's still more to come.
Oh,
I'm looking forward to it. Was it Nelly?
Nelly dead.
It nearly died.
It nearly died. I was interested in it. I remember reading it, and there was one element of the story.
You were thinking it was going to be a cheap holiday.
Well,
you're not going to pay those prices. 400 quid, whole seasons, you're having a laugh. That's nothing. Mansfield car park.
And there was an element. It said in the news report, it said that while he was down in the ground, he began and ended a relationship with a woman. While he was down there, some fan who was a fan of what he was doing, he started communicating with her through the tube. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but they began a relationship and it ended. And I have to say, I remember thinking, when you read that there's a man...
How did it end?
Well,
why did you go that this isn't working? That's twice you've stood me up.
Yeah.
Well, I can't get out, can I?
I remember thinking at the time, I was not the sort of the ladies' man that I am now. I remember at the time reading it and thinking, there's a bloke, he's pulling women 10 feet underground through a tube.
Through a tube. I'm out and about with some of the most expensive hair products on the market.
I've got to sit down and ask myself some very serious questions.
Oh dear.
Extraordinary. I don't know if he did the world record attempt. I don't know if he broke it. I don't know how that happened, but good luck to him.
What do you mean a hole though? Like what? A proper thing, or is he moving about? How big is it?
No, it was just I think it was just buried alive in a casket. I don't know, just down there, probably laying on his back maybe, just waiting for little bits of water.
But could he get out if he wanted to?
Well, yeah, he could say, "Can you get me out?" He couldn't just leave and then come back. There was people.
So someone's there then?
No, they buried him and were saying, "Wow, we better go back in a couple of weeks, see how he's doing." What do you mean, someone's there? Of course, there's someone there. Norris McWhirter for one, I'd imagine, going 3 days, just a few more to go.
And why
is it Norris or who's alive? Ross or Norris?
I think it's Norris.
Right,
you're thinking of, yeah.
Dick's son, he was a barber. Barbara Dixon, right? Dixon. Well, again,
Barbara Dixon. Her name wasn't Barbara Dixon, was it?
So that's that one.
Did Ronnie Corbett ever say, "Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Barbara Dixon"?
No,
never did. He never did.
104.9 XFM. You all right? This is Carl, producer of Ricky Gervais and Steve Merchant. They're not about today. Ricky's on holiday. Steve couldn't be bothered. So I'm left here with all the DATs. That's a digital audio tape of all the shows they've done since they've been here over the last, year and a half or something. So we'll play you some of the best bits. All right, so here's the first bit. Like, that got a load of attention in the press. But the Trisha programme got nothing.
Okay.
Which, I know, like, well, Steve called me up in the week, right? Like 10 o'clock in the morning, I was at work, and he goes,
What do you think so at 10 o'clock? What do you think
Preparing this show.
Most people go to work about 8, 9.
Are you watching Trisha and that? I said, no, what is it? He goes, oh, you'll be loving it, right?
Freaks, was it Help Me, My Mum's a Freak?
Siamese twins. Right, so I couldn't watch it, but he said, oh, it might be on again because they repeat stuff on ITV2.
Right.
So I had my dinner late, right? Instead of having it at like 1 o'clock like I normally do, I had it at like 2:30.
Yeah.
Sat in the office, put the telly on, ITV2. These Siamese twins.
Did it blow your mind?
It was amazing. You know, we talk about a lot of things on the show quite a lot. The Airy kids crop up a lot.
I was waiting. It's been 10 minutes and you haven't mentioned the Airy kid.
Right, and last week we were talking about Siamese twins, weren't we? So it was weird that this programme was on, but it was amazing. I mean, what
I think you can't refer to them as Siamese twins. I think they're known as conjoined twins.
Why?
I think Siamese is maybe considered derogatory or as an old antiquated phrase.
Yeah, I think it's because the first famous ones were actually from Siam.
Right.
And that doesn't exist anymore.
No, it's conjoined, Carl.
Yeah.
Get the phrase right.
But you'd think that if that's happened to you, that wouldn't be that sort of offensive. The names that you must get called.
Right. You think that's the least of your
Siamese
worries?
twins, I'd say, well, that's, yeah.
Now, were you stunned by where they were connected?
Just live with it, we'd say.
Because they were connected, of course, at the forehead.
Oh.
Sort of, which was quite extraordinary.
Well, there was one set of Siamese twins. One had a job and the other one didn't.
That's ludicrous.
Yeah. The other one was unemployed. The other one had a job. She had to go to work. She had to get up at 6 o'clock on a day off.
I'm supporting you, literally.
Yeah.
Then they get done off the social for sort of...
Yeah, because the other one was signing on. That wasn't a question that Trisha asked. Annoyingly, because I know that much of the audience was thinking that.
There's a few things that didn't crop up.
What questions would you have asked of them? Because what things did you feel weren't mentioned?
I'd love to just watch Carl watching amazing things.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It's like early learning thing.
Mouth slightly open.
Yeah,
some
mouth
slight
open,
saliva.
dribble, looking round to see if anyone else has seen it. You know, I hate that. Like when a cat sees a bird land on the balcony.
Exactly.
It can't believe it's luck.
I'd probably say, how do you buy her like a birthday present?
A surprise gift, yeah.
Because everything's ruined.
Sure.
Right? I'd probably ask...
Yeah.
Well, did you not think it was interesting that one of them had a boyfriend?
Well, that was a bit weird, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
But what was the other thing I was thinking when I was watching it? I was thinking if one got into crime and that was sent to prison,
right,
what would happen? How would you handle that?
It's brilliant. It is brilliant. If a chimp could talk.
And what was the other one? The other thing was, what did he talk about? Because it's not as if you can say, oh, guess what I did today? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know the really weird thing about all this, right? And it's annoying because you were saying about, what should have Trisha have asked and all that.
Yeah.
But one of them mentioned that one of them was adopted and the other one wasn't.
Don't talk rubbish.
No, seriously. I didn't understand it, right?
Of course you didn't.
And then Trisha sort of said, well, let's have a chat. And they were like, no, don't want to go into that.
What do you mean one was adopted?
That's what he said. One of them... don't quiz me on it, but that's what was said.
Hello there, I'm a multi-millionaire. And I've just seen your orphanage. I'd love to adopt one of your children.
You'd like to adopt one?
I'd love to adopt a children. I've got loads from around the world, so I'd love to adopt one. I'd give you $10,000 towards your orphanage.
We'll speed it through then, yeah.
Okay.
We've actually got 2 left.
I only need one. I'm only interested in one. Yeah, I don't need any more. Don't need any more.
They're sisters.
I know it would be tragedy to break them up, but I really only need one.
Now, break it up. There's the rub, you see.
Sure. You just need the one. It's $10,000 now. You can have that. I'll sign it now, but I don't want to discuss it further.
I'll bring you around.
Brilliant.
Okay. Ding dong.
Hi, yeah, brilliant. You brought my kid round.
Yeah, there she is there.
That's a joy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just standing next to a bush.
Yeah, can you bring her out to me?
There's nothing behind the bush, so you just want...
I just want to be able to walk 360 degrees round her.
Do you want her or not?
Yes, I can't believe it. What's that little trolley? She's talented.
Oh, dear.
You're talking nonsense, Carl.
Well, whatever.
I'm a little bit concerned about your toilet discussion. What exactly is your point again? I was just a bit bemused.
You see, it's a tricky one. All I'm saying is, right, there I was at the pub quiz. I go to the toilet, not thinking about anything. I try to go, right, there's a little gay fella next to me.
I love this little gay fella.
Now, the weird thing is, there's nothing stopping him having a little glance, right, because he's allowed in the fella's toilet.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not allowed to go into the woman's toilet and have a little look round.
Right.
So all I'm saying is, should they have another toilet area?
What, for gay people?
Yeah.
And so this would be gay men and lesbians? Is that going to complicate things?
Well, I mean, I can only assume. I mean, to what point? Ask you a question, right? If you're intimidated, that's a shame. But you know, most gay men aren't looking at your knob. You know that.
What do you mean?
I can only say that 99.9% of gay men who use a urinal standing next to what they assume is a heterosexual man aren't looking at his knob.
And what they're doing then?
They're emptying their bladder.
No, but the thing is,
I can't talk.
You're saying like, you know, about would you have one toilet for lesbian women and gay fellas, right?
Well, does that mean? Yeah, would it be mixed? Would it just be?
Well,
would it have a man on one? That's heterosexual man. A little picture of a woman, and then what? What would the little icon be?
A man and a woman?
A man and a woman.
Just having a chat?
Yeah. In pink and Doc Martens.
But you couldn't mix them, because then what would happen is you'd get people who are going, oh, I'll play up to this a bit.
What, pretend to be gay?
And yeah, you know, sort of grow a moustache and shave their head.
And pretend to be a lesbian.
Right. Yeah. So I see. So you know, people pretending to be gay so they could go in and have a look at the lesbians.
Yeah.
Right. So that would mean that we need 4 cubicles now, would we?
Yeah. No, this is fine. 4 cubicles.
So every pub now.
How many toilets do we need?
Every pub's now got 4 toilets.
Oh, Carl, bisexuals.
Yeah. Now, interesting.
Bisexuals. How many toilets do we need now? Call the council.
Do you use any?
Huh?
No.
No, because they're interested in everything, aren't they?
Because the little bisexual fella will be looking at your knob.
Right. With them,
Yeah.
what you do, you just have a door, you open it, and there's one urinal there, so you can't get a queue. They have to sort of wait.
I just thought that, well, why can't there just be a thing between the urinals so no one can look at anyone else's knob?
Wait a minute. Just to go back to Ricky's point, what stops, even if we've got the toilet for gay men, what stops the gay men who want to have a look at your willy going in the regular toilet and pretending that they're straight?
Most men don't wear gay across their
No,
head.
exactly.
They don't have a tattoo. There's no branding yet in the British house where they have to declare.
So we're going to have to expand this.
What
So we've
do
all
you-
got to carry identity.
Do you know you can see a gay, can you? Coming a mile off. No?
No, I'll just hold it in next time.
No. Can you tell gay men? Do you know a gay man?
I'd say probably if you did if you lined some people up,
Yeah.
and said point them out, I reckon I'd get.
But hold on, we're not talking about people dressed in leather with the arse cut out and an handlebar moustache.
Yeah.
We're talking about, the everyday,
No,
non-seen.
of course,
Oh,
no.
well, yeah, but I mean, suppose I put you in a room and there was 10 naked men, right?
Yeah.
And there's 5 gay men and 5 hetero. Could you walk along that line looking at those gay...
Am I naked
No, you don't have to be naked. Why would you have to be
to
naked?
catch them out?
Play a record!
How would you catch them out?
Don't go into it. Don't go into it. Play a record.
And then the other thing is the one that I was reading, the world record with the fellow who's pulling a train with his teeth. Does that make any difference that he's done it with his teeth?
What do you mean?
Well, what difference does it make?
Well, isn't it? It's quite hard to pull a train with your teeth, I imagine.
Well, it's pretty hard to pull a train. All I'm saying is it because he couldn't beat the fella who's pulling it with his hands?
Well,
so you tweak
this
it a
is
bit?
my point. I think there was one bloke with a record for the running backwards 100 metres was sort of like 11 and a half seconds. And I was thinking, turn around, you'd probably have a really good go at that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's sort of like doing a marathon with a milk bottle on your head. Take the milk bottle off and see how fast you can go, you twat.
But you can just tweak it, like the fella who has done the pegs on the face, right?
Yeah.
his name's Gary Stretch Turner, right?
Right.
So he's sort of cheating already if he's got a stretchy head, right? But
You are, right, you are one of the most stupid humans I've ever met.
well, get me in the book. Yeah. Right? Well, listen. So Gary Stretch Turner, right? His record is 153 pegs.
Yeah.
He did it again, and he only got 150 on. So he hasn't broke his own record.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, if he tweaked it a bit more, would that make a new record?
What?
Well, if he said, I've got 150 pegs on, but at the same time as eating a burger.
I see what you mean, yeah. He'd be the world record breaker for pegs and eating burgers at the same time.
Yeah, just change it a bit. If you know you're not going to make it, just do something else.
I'm assuming the rules are set at the beginning, Carl. That's it. That's where they say, right, you're just going to do the pegs thing. You're not going to introduce burgers halfway through, are you? Definitely not. And then they have a go.
I was on one leg, not interested. How many pegs? 150.
Can I just ask very briefly, I was quite interested by the family had to move because they lived on Butthole Road.
Yeah, I quite like that one.
I don't know if I've told you before, Rick, where I used to live. I'm not going to tell you the name of the street that I used to live on, not on air, because my parents still live there and I don't want, you know. But I'm going to write it for you now. This is the genuine name of the street I used to live on. Just imagine when you're at school.
Yeah.
And like in class, for instance, in French, you've got to say, you've got to answer where you live.
Yeah.
J'habite, wherever.
Yeah.
That's the name. This is actually the name of the street we lived on.
No, it's
I
not.
swear to God.
That is...
Absolute right. I could phone my father now and he could confirm that for you. I swear
because he doesn't want
to God. And I tell you that...
But listen, do you know what worries me? It's the apostrophe S.
I know.
Because that's blatant.
Yes. Amazing, isn't it?
That is incredible.
But imagine how embarrassing
So
that
if
was.
I look that up in the Bristol...
You'll find that in the Bristol A to Z. I swear to God.
That is really... Why have you never told me that before?
I can't believe I haven't.
That's
I'm
incredible.
still embarrassed now. Do you know, whenever I have to phone up, if I have to give that address, I always spell it instantly.
Really?
Like, somehow that'll hide it, that'll disguise the name.
But I can't get over that.
Anyway, if you perhaps live in Tits Avenue,
Yeah.
you know, or...
Wankling Drive.
Wankling Drive, just get in touch. Let us know, we're not really interested.
This is XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Stephen Merchant. You're listening to the best of, basically, Karl Pilkington.
This is a bit easier, but I still think it's a good one.
So this is, we should explain what this is if you just tuned in.
It's one of those stupid lateral thinking problems.
That Karl himself has created.
Yeah, that was his homework.
Right, this one. It's a fella. He has a normal day doing stuff. Nothing wrong with him. Right? And
It's the twist in the tale. It's just like Tales of the Unexpected. Just a normal day, nothing wrong with him. Hold on, though, he's got the legs of a fish. Go on.
So,
that's what he's been hiding his legs.
so
Go on.
he does his normal...
Legs of a fish.
Sorry, Karl, carry on.
He has his working day and that,
Yeah.
and then he gets a bit tired. Goes to bed. He puts the light on, leaves it on, goes to bed.
Oh.
That's crazy.
That's mental. I can't think what's happened. Anyway, here's Radiohead. Right, okay. What? The question is, why does he put the light on when
So
he's
a
going
man,
to bed?
he's had a normal day, he's come home from work. Is that right? He's come home from work or he's not been working?
Yeah,
he's just been out?
no, it's been working and stuff, I think.
You think? You've made it up, Karl, you can decide.
So is the question is, why has he put the light on when he's asleep? There's a reason that he's put the light on when he's asleep.
Has he gone to sleep?
No, Karl, don't shrug. You're meant to answer these questions.
He put the light on before he went to bed.
Yeah, and the question
And
you're
he's
asking
gone
me
to
is
sleep,
why? What's
and
the scenario?
And the light's on and
Yeah.
that, but he's gone to sleep.
Yeah.
He started reading and then he fell asleep.
No.
Did he intentionally, for some reason, put the light on?
Every night. It's mad. Sounds mad.
That's Karl, doesn't it?
Every night he does it.
Yeah.
He puts the light on when
So-
he goes to
Light on
sleep.
it, goes to bed.
Karl, is the point of this, he puts the light on for a very good reason.
Not for us, but for some people.
He's blind and it's always been on and he thinks he's turning it off, but it was on in the day and he thinks he's turning it off, but he's turning it on because he's blind.
That'd be stupid.
That works.
No, that works great, Rick.
Yeah. Thank you, Karl. So you've got to come up with...
Hang on. If
What?
you're blind, why would you put a light on?
No, he thinks it's off.
Yeah.
But why would he turn it on anyway?
Just think so he doesn't get burgled, so people know he's in because he can't see him. So he just he puts the light on when he's there, then he turns the light off when he goes to bed, so people think it's fine. But he's got it out of kilter, and actually he's walking around in the dark all day.
I don't believe that if you're blind, you turn your light on.
I don't think you'd be living on your own, would you?
I'm not having that for a
Do
second.
blind people live on their own?
For a second. Well, some people do. Lonely blind people live on their own.
No, if you got bad eyes.
Any even women? Are there any blind women who are living on their own? No, I mean, if you know of some blind women.
08700 800 1234. We've gone through this.
If you are a blind woman
with no standards and you don't care annoying voices and smell,
yeah,
then get in touch with you.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to be within the ages of, say, 25 to 65. You know,
Right.
well, call it 75.
You fussy all of a sudden.
I know.
Yeah, go on.
If you were blind, would you live in London? Because someone said yesterday there was one struggling outside in Leicester Square. And I don't understand. If you were, I mean, you know,
That might have been a tourist.
but why come to London if you're blind? It's the worst place in the world to come if you're blind.
To hear the sights.
To hear the sights.
It's a bit mad, isn't it?
They have they do the same job.
They have tourist needs like anyone else.
Yeah.
No, but it sort of stinks, and you'd go away going, "Oh, it's not that good." I just thought that I thought it was a bit weird.
Well, never mind your concern for the partially sighted or sight impaired people coming to London. Get on with this.
Yeah. So there he is.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, a bit tired.
Yeah.
Just put the light on. Get to bed.
Yeah. So he turns the light on and he goes to bed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Should we play a track?
He's not sleeping on the job. He's a lighthouse keeper.
Well done.
Is he a lighthouse
That's not
keeper?
it, Carl.
He's a lighthouse keeper.
Right. Why wasn't the light on all the time?
It's light in the day.
You idiot. Play a record.
What?
Play a record. You're a buffoon.
No, actually, the light isn't on in the day, is it?
No, it's not.
I think you're the buffoon.
Oh, yeah.
Carl has won! It's a long time since we've had any white van Carl. For those that don't remember this particular hot feature, we basically ask Carl some of the questions that are asked of a white van driver in the sun. They always have this on Saturday afternoons. Anyway, here's the first one. They're not fascinating, Carl, but I'm just interested on your take, really.
Yeah.
What do you make of Cilla Black quitting Blind Date after her husband sent a message from beyond the grave? Are you familiar with this story?
I didn't know that. What's that?
She went to see a medium, and supposedly her husband passed on information through the medium, which was incredibly vague, but persuaded her to quit live on air.
Well, it's about time, isn't it? If even dead people are saying enough's enough. But I'll tell you what, though, talking about ghosts and that, do you know how I'm into them?
Yeah.
Right? How weird do you think this is, right?
Well, it's not true. Before you say it, play a record.
No, go on.
Go on.
Right, it's this woman. I don't even know if it's ghost, really. It's just a bit weird.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
There's this woman, and she's not a woman, she's a kid.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
She's walking down like a street in her area. It's a nice day and everything. Everything's normal. She's walking down, and a woman comes up, cycling past, right? The woman on the bike looks at the kid, absolutely terrified, right? Got a really scary face on her.
Yeah.
The kid's thinking, why is she doing that?
Yeah.
Right? So anyway, she thinks nothing of it, goes, I think she was playing in the park or whatever, goes and has a nice day. About 15 years later...
Oh, right, yeah.
I think she was going to work, right, on a bike.
She was riding her own bike.
Riding her own bike, cycling down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Looks at the kid. That's the thing that happened like 15, 20 years ago.
Right.
It's her on the bike looking at her as a kid.
Right. Not another child.
No. So it's her. She's seen herself.
Carl? I mean, I don't know where to start.
Firstly, where's this information come from?
But I mean, why do you ever... I mean, I don't know what part of that you think can be true. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. What are you talking about?
Bit weird, though, isn't it?
But it's not true.
It didn't happen. Nothing happened like that.
She said it did.
Well, then she's wrong.
She said she saw herself.
She saw herself as a kid, didn't she?
Did she carry on riding
and as an adult when she was a kid.
Did she stop and talk to herself, or did she ride on by and think, that's a bit weird, there's me as an 8-year-old. I won't stop, I'll be late for work.
Yeah, if I'm late again, the boss said he'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
Well,
and where is this information? Did it happen to someone you know?
No.
You overheard it on the bus?
No, it was in the 14 Times.
Ah, right. Well,
Okay.
that's the answer.
Good.
We've
Okay.
got to the bottom of that.
Right, good. Well, Carl, what are your thoughts? Why have you stuck it out here?
Nothing better coming in, I thought.
Well, I'll tell you why, because you're always on holiday. You don't do a lot. You get paid, well, doesn't he, really? He's a moany. He doesn't try and get on at all. He doesn't deal with people. He moans about everything. And, so he's...
I'm alright, I've got my own little room and that.
Yeah. Like a cage. It is like a cage, isn't it? And he can shut the door. If people walk past, he goes, shut the door. He doesn't want them looking in. He's like a miserable old chimp. We noticed today how much he's simian, isn't he?
He's very strange, actually. We maybe should try and get a picture on the website, because Carl's arms are particularly chimp-like. It's
They
very,
really
very
are,
strange.
because he's got that he's got long downy hair. It's
And
not
the
like...
long extended knuckles.
Yeah, and his totally round face that sort of the chin goes back and the dome of his cranium. I think, quite seriously, I know we sort of share about 98.5% of our genetic material with bonobos and chimpanzees, but I think he's got a little bit more.
Yeah.
I honestly think he's a little bit of a throwback. Just his line, they just kept to this sort of really the ugliest one in the cave and the tree, and he really didn't come out of it. I'm not saying you are, I don't think you are. Yeah, you're chimp-like.
No, it does annoy me. My hair annoys me on my body and that. Because I've got like hair on my little toes and that.
Have you?
Then on the legs.
Would you see your little toes? Can you pick things up with them?
No, it's tried.
Okay.
Well, that's the finale of this week's show. We're going to see if he can play a record and put the fader up
From a tyre, while swinging in
on
a tyre.
just using his hairy toes.
Yeah.
I've sort of got hair all the way, but then it just runs out where it should be. On the
I
top of
know,
your head, top of
sure.
your
Yeah.
head. It's just-
And is this part of the reason why you're always uncomfortable about, being nude or around naked people? Is that partly the reason, do you think, because you look so grotesque?
Well, when I'm on holiday, I don't really like wandering about without a top on unless, like, it's a quiet beach or whatever.
Sure.
There's
So what would you
there's
normally wear?
need.
Shirt
I just
and
have
tie?
like a nice sort of light, summery, sort of linen shirt, maybe, just a few top buttons open.
Yeah.
But I don't like the naked body. Isn't that nice anyway, is it? You know what I mean? Whatever it is, if you're a cat and you're shaved, you don't look that nice. Do you know what I mean? But with
I
hair
think
on
you'll
it-
find a cat is naked even with its fur on. Cats don't wear clothes.
No, but what I mean is a bald cat isn't that good. You know, it does me head in that I'm bald. I'm not. I wish if I could have hair, it would be nice. But that's life.
Would you prefer animals to wear clothes like Mickey Mouse does? Or Goofy?
You know that I don't like nudist and all that. We've done it.
But don't you think sometimes you could sort of like maybe fancify a little bit, like if there was such a thing as an ape salon, and there isn't, Carl. There isn't, right? Would you give a orangutan a trim, maybe sort of his hair? Because some of those look like they're going bald, but they've got a comb over,
They
don't
should
they?
just have a shave. When it's like that. That's what I did. Just take it back.
And the underarms as well. Yeah, they've really got a lot of underarm hair. Even the women ones.
Really?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I know. I don't know. I don't even know why they breed. I don't know how they get they laid, some of those horrible old hairy ginger orangutans.
Yeah, they are particularly grim, some of those.
I know, yeah.
The big ones.
I know.
Ginger
yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
They can't be happy, can they? What is that? Where did that happen, the ginger thing? Why do people give them, like, hard time and that?
Well, you just gave them a hard time then, so why did you do it? You were
No,
just flying in, were you,
that
to
people do sort of give... I don't understand why, but ginger people get quite a bit of stick, and I've never understood it.
No, well, it's just, I don't know why. I
They
don't
do,
know.
though, don't they?
I don't know. It might be historical. It might have been because I'm sure they don't everywhere in the world. I'm sure it's probably.
No, they are. They're always... I've said to you about even, like, ginger cats, they're always fat, because they're sort of sick of it, probably.
Play a record.
Wait, what do you mean? Ginger cats, what do you mean?
Well, when
they're
you
sick
see
of
a
it?
ginger
Well,
cat...
they've been eating, like, because they're
'cause
upset,
fed up and
they've been
that.
bullied.
You
and
never
things.
see, like, a thin, happy ginger cat running about. It's always overweight and looking a bit fed up. It's just a good point, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it's a good point, Carl. It's a point.
So last week the Chinese don't age well. Now anything ginger, including cats,
Yeah.
are sick of it.
No, but I'm just saying...
Are
I
you
don't-
ginger? Would you like to take issue with any of Carl's points? 83
I know a few
XFM is the
ginger-
text. You can text us. Maybe you've seen a thin ginger cat.
I'm not having a go, though. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's weird how people give them a hard time. And it's if I could have hair, I'd go for ginger hair rather than being bald.
Really?
Mm.
XFM 104.9 of a Saturday. Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant.
Hello there.
But we're not here. No, we're away. So this is the best of, and I hope you're enjoying it. We certainly are. I woke up this morning, yeah.
Feeling fine.
It's not a blues song. And I turned my phone on, and it was from Karl, and it went, "Forget it, I've made my mind up." And I thought,
wow.
What is that? And I
Forget
phoned
it, I've made my mind.
Yeah, I went, "Karl, what is it?" He went, "Oh no, it's about the text I sent you last night." I went, "Well, what was it? I just got this text." He went, I was just wondering, I was thinking last night. He said, "Supposing you had to have your hands removed."
Sure.
Right? And the doctor said, "Well, you can either have them stay like that with stumps, or I can sew feet there. What would you have?" And I was bleary-eyed, and I went, "The stumps?" He went, "Yeah." I went, "All right?" He went, "Yeah."
And then what was his follow-up text to that?
And then I got the text, it was obviously before it, and it went, and it was like quite serious. What would you do if surgeon not doing your hands? Would you have stumps or the feet? Right? Now the way, when I said he's made his mind up, and I went the stumps, he went, "Yeah." I think secretly he decided on the feet, but was too embarrassed to tell me.
There's a little bit of what would you do? Because
But why did you think of this? Why did you think of this?
Girlfriend's away, right?
Yeah, no, that's not why you start thinking bizarre
I'll tell you
devices.
now, right? I'll let you into my little mind, right? Last night, I had some beans on toast, right? She was away.
It's good already.
She was away, she had some beans on toast, she went wild.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I was stood up, I live on on a high street, right? So I'm washing up, I'm looking out the window. First thing that had my attention is, I can look into other people's flats, right?
Yeah.
And it was weird how all these different lives were going on. I was watching them, and everybody had the telly on and was watching Volcano, right? Which was on last night.
Right.
And I thought, that's weird, right? I can see them all watching it. And it was like a little Chinese lad who was dancing around in some underpants. Yeah. And then there's a little old woman who lives downstairs who was reading a book, and she's always reading a book every night. And it's like, I have a better life than her. And then there's like some sort of bouncer who's always getting ready to go out late at night with all the black on. He looks like a bouncer. So I was watching all this life going on. I thought,
did you witness a murder while you were doing this?
Yeah.
It was like that sort of Sliver film where that bloke had loads of tellies watching people's lives. So that was going on in my mind. And then I was washing up, and I picked up the plate, and I thought, it's amazing, isn't it? The human body, the way you can just sort of, I want to pick that up, and you do.
Yeah.
And the way your hands work, right? You've got 5 little digits, but it's just the right amount to do to do what you've got to do, right? So I'm cleaning the plate.
Sorry, Karl, stop. It's just the right amount. Might be one of the most genius things I've ever heard said. I would love David Attenborough to phone you up and say, "Karl, how do I word this about the evolution of the mammalian front limb?" Just go, "We'll just say it's the right amount."
But it is. One
Of course
extra
it
would
is.
get in the way.
Yeah.
And one less would just make it that little bit more tricky when picking up a bit of a slippery dish.
Sure, or buying gloves. Yeah.
A slippery dish.
Couple of emails. Monkey Matt's emailed us.
Who?
Monkey Matt.
Oh, Matty, yeah, go on.
Yeah. He says...
How's the Monster?
He's alright. He says, Karl has missed a cracking headline from The Sport. Hide-and-seek champion found dead in cupboard. I hope it's real. I don't know if it is.
I doubt it.
Just looking through some of the news stories that Karl did make it into Karl's news roundup.
Yeah.
This one you might be interested in. Headline, woman says partner ran off to become vampire.
Yeah.
And it says, a young mother says her partner has dumped her to become a vampire. Rebecca Roberts from Somerset says Matthew Barrett fell for a blood-worshipping woman in a US cult. The 23-year-old mother says he began shaving all his body hair, dressed in black, and used Rebecca's lipstick to redden his eyes. Rebecca caught him performing weird blood rituals in front of his computer at night, cutting himself to prove commitment. She said, I thought it was just a hobby. Everyone's got a right to one. I was pleased he'd found an interest.
Brilliant.
This is apparently from The Sun. Apparently he's left. He's gone to America. He's living in this Ohio-based cult. But it's the last bit where she's been asked whether or not, if he came back, would she take him back?
Sure.
And this is where I wonder if the journalist, you know how journalists are supposed to just report the news, be objective.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe the journalist here has maybe had some interference.
Made the quote better for them than go on.
Because it says, I never thought this would take over his life. Now, if he came back, I'd say fangs, but no fangs.
Oh dear!
I can't believe. Imagine you're the woman, Rick.
Okay.
And I've come round.
You're the journalist.
I'm the journalist, and I've come in and I've said, "Okay, I read about this."
All I have to do is not say that thing.
You've come. I understand you're obviously quite upset. Your husband's gone
gutted.
off. If he came back, would you take him back?
Definitely not.
Right. What would you say to him then if he came back?
Just get lost.
Right, but
I'm really pissed off with you.
Would you perhaps say something a bit more pithy?
Not in this situation, no.
You're upset?
He cuts himself, he drinks blood, he's left me. Sod off. I'm not interested, mate.
Because I tell you what.
Go on.
I mean, I like what you said there, but I wonder if we could condense that a bit more. If he came back, would you say...
Go away.
Would you ever say something like, thanks, but no thanks?
No, because it makes it flippant, because I'm really angry.
I know you're annoyed.
And I'm upset, so I wouldn't say... I certainly wouldn't say thanks. I might say no thanks.
But what if you sort of said it like aggressively, like you're giving him the finger, thanks, but no thanks? Like you didn't really mean
sort
it.
of sarcastically?
Sarcastically, would you possibly say
I might say thanks, but no thanks, and that'll be it. And that's and I'd leave it there. I'd never change that.
Sure.
I'd never change those words.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on.
Do you like puns?
Hate them.
Right.
I don't like Countdown. I don't like QI. I don't like any of those posh Cambridge, Oxford types. I hate puns.
If you had to say thanks but no thanks in the form of a pun, what would you maybe say?
I wouldn't. I never would.
Right.
I'd say thanks but no thanks. I would. I mean, I feel embarrassed that I'd even say that because I don't think I would even say thanks but no thanks.
Okay.
But if I did go that far, I'd leave it there.
Sure.
So,
have you ever noticed, as I have,
go on,
the similarity between the word thanks and fangs?
Not really.
It's very similar.
Not
thanks,
really.
Fangs,
F-T-H, there's a K.
Fangs very much.
G, it's A and S. Well, the A, the N and the S, but that's about it.
Would you agree it sounds marginally similar?
Yeah,
Is it possible you might one day say fangs but no fangs?
I wouldn't know.
Right. I could put that though, could I?
But don't say I said it.
Right.
I mean, yeah. Fangs, but no fangs.
Yeah. This is the thing. Just, if you ever read an article in The Sun, The Mirror, anything, do not believe it. Really seriously question and query it, because...
If it ends with fangs, no fangs.
If it ends with a pun, almost certainly they never said it.
Okay. It's not his fault. Let me have It's Not His Fault. You got to save this. This has got to teach me something. It'll be an interesting story.
Right, it's not his fault. This fella...
what year? Ages ago?
Olden times?
I'd say in the 70s.
Okay.
Would you? Any evidence for that?
And
does he wear flares in the story?
Right,
is that your reason?
No, it's a bit like Yuri Geller, this fella, right? Where he's electric.
He's electric.
And if he walks past the telly would fizz. If he walked past the radio, it all goes like that.
Ooh.
His hair stuck up all the time. And he'd be having a bath and everything would be all right, and then the power would sort of switch on in his body, and the electric in his body made him jump out of the bath. So...
What do you mean so? What is that so? What does that so mean? You've given us nothing. You've given us nothing.
You'd have to at least give us the scientific explanation.
Yeah.
Electric eels have 400 volts in them.
Oh, is this the running away again?
What was that one called?
Yeah, but
It's not his fault.
But there's a reason. Not his fault. It's not his fault. I thought it was going to be something about.
I think we should do these the other way around. I think you should tell us the story and then we'll hear the pun.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
Right, let's leave it.
Play a tune.
Forget it.
Educating Ricky.
Doing it. We're not doing it.
No, we are.
Darkness growing on me. Love that. Love the darkness. This is the Best Of Show on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Yes.
I hope you're enjoying the Best Of.
What exactly is there then? Is it just a kind of moon-like kind of surround with just kind of dust and rock?
That's exactly what you see. I was there when the Mars thing went wrong.
Yeah.
I would have just sent a camera crew there, filmed a bit of that, right? And so here we are. This is it.
Yeah.
Ignore the little coffee shop in the background.
Yeah.
Right? This is Mars, because that's what it's like. Just loads of dust.
Yeah.
Holes everywhere. Tidy it up.
Little round-headed aliens complaining.
Yeah. Whinging.
Just like Mars.
Yeah.
So is there what's the best bit about the holiday? Come on, pretend you're Judith Chalmers.
I have been doing. I would have done all. I would have said that. Don't bother.
Well,
I mean, the hotel was good.
Yeah?
That was all right.
What was that like?
It's all right. Just, clean. That's all you want, isn't it?
See, that's not quite what Judith Chalmers does. She doesn't go, what's the hotel like? All right, yeah, clean, innit? All right. What was it like? What was it? 3-star, 4-star? Did that have a swimming pool? What was the room like?
I had a swimming pool and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. If, I think it was one of the better ones on the island.
Okay.
Nightlife?
Wasn't really
bars?
any. There was a bar, there was some bands playing.
Yeah.
Not very good. Food got a bit boring.
Yeah.
It was always the same food every night, but they sort of themed it and made out as if it was different. So, like, on Mexican night, it'd be chicken with a nacho on it.
Right.
And Chinese night, sort of chicken with a little prawn cracker on it and stuff.
Sure.
But that got a bit boring.
That's me just turning on my phone, because I want to read to you a text that I got from Karl. I think you sort of sum up the holiday in this text, don't you? Do you remember it?
I can't remember.
Let's have a look. Let's have a little look. Let's go
Instantly,
to
what did Suzanne, your girlfriend, make of it? Similar view to you? That they should fill in the holes?
Yeah, it's just that thing. You see, I went on a coach trip, right? And you go and see the volcanoes. Like I say, there's 36 of them.
Yeah.
Which, how many do you need? And when we're on the coach going round all these volcanoes, the fella on the front's going and look out your left window at the moment, and there's a volcano. And if you quickly look out at the right-hand side there's another one.
Right.
And on the left, he's just like, all right, we've seen it.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that trip, we'll talk about that trip in a bit.
Right, this is the text I got from Karl, right? All right. Been up to a volcano. Been in some dead artist's house who built his house in the lava. They said they would show me science with volcanoes, but all they did was chuck some water in a hole and it shot up in the air. No dwarves in the canteen, no scousers here, but there is a Swede woman with a big head. She looks effing gormless with a cap on. All right? So a little reference there to...
A Swede woman?
What's that mean? Do you mean Swedish?
Yeah.
Or she looked like a vegetable?
No, the Swedish woman. But they've all got sort of quite big bill, aren't they?
And I sent him a text. Oh, well, it's just good to be on holiday because, I'm working. He sent back, so am I. Just been watching Sky News. There is a school for monkeys who want to get a band together.
Is that monkey news for later?
Oh My Corazon by Tim Burgess. I can't get enough of that. I love that chorus. On XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant and little Karl Pilkington. But it was a nice holiday.
Yeah, it's all right. It's just, I went there to relax and that.
Exactly.
Did a little bit of that. Trying to think of some new, features and stuff.
Sure, always working. 3 holidays a year, Jesus.
Not really 3. Two.
It's all
holidays, really.
one big sort of like work thing to me and Steve.
2 holidays, isn't it? Work hard, you need the holidays. So, yeah, the things that annoyed me was like, you get bored sat around the pool after a couple of days. I'd read my book.
Yeah.
There wasn't much going on the
Not even any crabs to throw sand at, was there?
No crabs or anything. They wouldn't bother with Lanzarote, right? So decided to go on a little trip. That's when I saw the volcanoes and that, 36 of them. So we go on the trip, and the thing that annoys me, it does happen every holiday that you go on. If you go on a sort of a package thing, they have these trips, right? And you pay about 40 odd quid, and they give you some wine, so it make it feel like you're getting your money's worth. But
how many of these trips have you been on then? Loads.
Probably about 12.
More holidays than I've had. Go on.
So anyway, so you're on the coach, right? And they take you for the volcanoes. They took us in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right. There's nothing else around there.
Sure.
It's like I say, it's like Mars, but with holes in the ground.
Yeah.
Right. And they sort of drop you off, and they go, right, everybody, see you back here in an hour. There's loads of volcanoes for you to look at, and a coffee shop over there. And for a fact, right, you don't need an hour there. You could just say, well, just keep the engine running because I'll have a look in this hole, we'll get back on, give us 5 minutes. Don't need an hour.
Absolutely.
But that they've got something going.
It's a backhander, definitely.
What, with the coffee shop?
Definitely, yeah. They go there. And they get everyone to have an ice cream and a coffee, and they sit down, have a fag, talking to the bloke. Yeah, and it's like, cousin. Yeah.
How much was the coffee? Was it
probably about 3 It's euros, so I think it was £3.50.
Sure. Yeah.
Which is, I don't know, what, that's about £2.50, isn't it?
Yeah, they've stitched you up. Well, it's like those people who, you're those cab drivers that you'll meet at sort of 3 a.m. who've just got a car and just went out with a car.
Yeah.
And just, I'll pick people up and charge them.
Yeah.
I got in one once. I said to him, a guy just pulled up. I said, he said, I was in like East London. I'm going back to North London. I said, going to Swiss Cottage. He went, sure, hop in. We set off. He went, do you know the way? I said, well, not really, no. I thought you'd know the way. You're in a cabbie, aren't you? He went, no, don't really know the way there. I said, have you got an A to Z? He went, no. I thought, well, if you're going to go out just on the, just winging it as a cab driver, two things, take a map and a torch. He didn't have either. He said, well, I'll probably get to Camden. I said, right, I'll direct you from there. Drove on for about 5 minutes, making conversation. About 5 minutes later, he went, do you know the way to Camden? I thought you knew the way to Camden. I don't really know the way. I thought I did.
Oh.
It was lewd. I mean,
let me out. £4.
Exactly. And that's, I don't know who's got that sort of time on their hands that they just think it's 3 a.m. I'm at a loose end. I think I'll go out doing a bit of cabbing.
Wow. Yeah.
Because your dad was a cabbie, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, Couldn't stand it, but it's good money.
He was he wasn't like a chancer though.
What was he doing when he put that little Forrest Gump in a wheelie bin?
That was part of the cab company thing. They had to do like a charity event once a year, and he did it 1 year. Never asked him again.
Tell us the story again.
I'd rather not, because we got a few sort of complaints about it.
Why? Why did you get complaints about it?
Because he put a kid in a bin, and it's not the thing to do. So,
but we could use it as a sort of sobering lesson for people.
Yeah, tell it like a, you shouldn't do it.
Nah, but that's how I did it last time. But people still didn't like it. All the stuff I tell you, we don't take the mickey out of people on purpose.
No.
It's real life, innit? And that goes on in life.
Yeah.
My dad was saying that in hospital, though. Do you know I was in hospital?
Yeah.
He did some jokes about old people and that. And he said, at the end of the day, if something makes you laugh, it's funny. And if it makes you laugh, you can't help laughing, can you? Do you know what I mean? So, what are you meant to do? And laughing's good for you.
Yeah.
So...
But being laughed at isn't as good for you, is it?
No, but there's probably more people laughing at one person. So if you balance it out, there's only one person who's upset and there's a bunch of people laughing. So it's
That's genius. Give me an example of that. Give me an example.
Well, for instance, Karl Pilkington as he talks and the people listening.
Yeah. No, give me a little example of
I can't, because again, that's what I'm saying. I can't tell you the story because there might be someone out there who... This person might even be listening and think, I forgot about that and you brought it all back to me. So I prefer to leave it, but I think people know...
Why did he put him in the bin in the first place?
Because he was getting out of hand.
What was he doing, though?
You see, I can't explain.
You can, don't be silly.
I prefer to leave it, honestly.
What was he doing? Was he annoying him?
He was annoying my dad and the other people in the cab.
Right.
And he thought, how can I deal with this before it gets too out of hand?
Yeah.
He pulled over and put the lad in a wheelie bin.
I'm going to embarrass.
So we'll leave that. So then I was thinking, imagine like going to the doctors and he's saying, yeah, everything's all right, your heart's good and everything, but...
Your heart's good? What, your Larry's or...?
Yeah, your heart, you're in good form and whatever. Sure. Yeah, it's good news. I had Giano in earlier. He's not looking good.
Yeah. Fastballer.
But you're all right, but your hands need to come off.
Right. Blimey. That's bad. Like, I get a second opinion initially.
But I better good news, I've got a nice pair of feet I can sort you out with. Yeah. And he puts them on, and then I was thinking, right, first of all, washing up, what would that be like? I thought,
Steve,
that'd be tricky. Yeah. And then the second thing was, it'd probably ruin the sort of the shape of your jumper.
Because you have to keep putting the feet through there. Yeah.
And then I thought, but I could still cycle in.
Okay.
To work.
You could run in.
Well, that's the thing.
You'd be really fast.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I thought I could still cycle because I could balance, and then I thought, but the only thing is I probably couldn't pull the brakes. Because of the little short things.
Yeah.
And then, like you, I thought, but then again, you're running in half the time. So that's what was going on in last night.
Right.
That's what I was thinking about.
Sure. Did you?
How long did this take?
Well, how long does it take to wash up?
Right, because I imagine you just being there for like all night.
Probably 25 minutes.
How long did the little Chinese fella dance for in his pants?
He's always doing it. Last night he was at it for like 10 minutes.
Just, yeah.
And his girlfriend never sits in the same room as him. She's always sat in the bedroom.
She's going, you dancing pants again, I go in next door.
Well, she was in the bedroom. She's always in the bedroom, sat on the floor, on the mobile phone.
Right.
All the time, yeah. It's weird how people's lives are just like, it is like that Groundhog Day thing. It's like, he's jumping about in his underpants. The old woman's sat there reading a book.
Yeah.
And that's what got me thinking about my life.
Do you think she ever
Are
goes...
you sure she's not dead? Every time you look down there, she's just flicking through she's just reading this book. The pages never turn. She never seems to finish it. She never moves from her chair.
Are you sure the Chinese
Her
girl's
cats
going...
are dead around her.
I'm going into next door again. That little round-headed
the
fella's
smell.
looking in. He's looking in at me. The bouncer goes, "Don't worry, love, I'll go and beat him up." But he's always
true.
getting ready.
That's true.
They see you staring at him, watching up, going, "I could have feet here," and they get scared. The old woman's dead. Oh,
Carl,
dear.
can you tell us roughly which neighbourhood you live in, so that we know?
It's central.
Central, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, imagine if that little... Was he a Chinese fella, did you say?
Yeah.
Imagine if he was listening now. I'd love him to call in and explain these actions.
Well, he might be on some other radio station talking about a lad who's always washing up and looking at his hands in a mysterious way.
But do we have this doctor that would go, "Well, all right, Carl, you can either leave them as stumps or I've got a lovely little pair of feet." Why? I told Jane this, and Jane went, "Is that the only choice?" He could say, "Could I have some dead man's hands?" Have you got any? Where do you get the feet from? Where do you get the feet from? Can I have? What would you rather have then? Human feet or monkey paws?
Well, I mean, that wasn't an option last night. That if the doctors said...
No, it wasn't an option last night, but don't forget, it's in your head, Carl. This didn't happen.
I'm just saying, at the time, that's all the doctor had to offer.
But it's your head, you can go anywhere. No, it wasn't a real doctor to offer. It's in your head, you can go anywhere. You're not trapped.
Yeah, but if you can do anything, then you'd say, we'll sort us out some other hands.
Fair point. Let's play record.
We gotta come back to this.
Well, here we are again, XFM on a Saturday, just gone 1 o'clock, Steve, if I'm very much mistaken. But we're not here as such. We're away again, gallivanting around. We've got to do the special sort of best of again.
Okay.
Which we did a few weeks ago. So this is the best of the last 3 weeks. Which I think is the best 3 weeks we've ever had. But I'd like it condensed into 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Some great music as well in there.
Yeah, there'll be some great music interspersed with fine chat that you've already heard.
Yeah.
Except this bit. This bit's new. We've actually, out of the kindness of our heart, we've come in last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we've done a few clips just because we felt a bit guilty about shooting off.
Yeah.
And leaving.
Even now, having heard this link, I'm beginning to wonder if it was worth our time.
Yeah. Well, should we play a classic link?
Let's play, what, from the last 3 weeks?
After this is Feeder.
Alright, so, here's the first bit.
Yeah, you might want to try and
You heard about the hanging one when the fella was...
Sorry, mate, go on.
When the fella was hung. He was hung, and...
Sorry, what's hung?
He was hung by a rope.
So, isn't that... No, I think it wasn't he, a Chinese emperor? And wasn't he hung?
Yeah.
He was hung.
Some fella who'd done something, they hung him. And,
Wait, they wanted him?
It's not a word anymore. He was hung.
well, don't be doing that again, because you said squoze wasn't a word, and then I showed you a menu today that someone sent, and it said fresh orange, squoze.
Inadvertent commas, and next to it was the word colour, spelt C-O-L-O-R. So, presumably either the American menu, right, in which case there's loads of American words that we don't use, or... it's just a badly typed piece of work.
Anyway, there was a bloke that was hung.
He was hung and that, but he didn't die.
Hung on that, he was definitely a Chinese. Hung on that, yeah. I remember him now, yeah.
He didn't die, and they said, "Oh, just hang on a minute whilst we change the rope and that." And he stood there waiting, changed the rope. They tried to, do it again, and didn't work.
It didn't work, right?
So they got another rope, right? Didn't work. And then they had to let him go, because it's like there's a well-known saying or something from this thing.
Yeah.
What do you make of the first genetically modified baby?
Oh.
Are you worried about this?
Do you know what did they do? What?
Let me see what it says here. It says,
isn't it just choosing the, eye colour.
Well, this is the concern, isn't it? That in the future you'll be able to decide whether it's a boy or a girl, how intelligent it is, what it looks like, is it handsome, is it ugly? Obviously, no one will choose an ugly baby, and so on and so on and so on. And so it means that where will it lead? Where will it end, Carl? Are you concerned?
I've thought about this a lot.
What will us three look like in the future if they're being, genetically modified beautiful people? What will we be like? How will we be considered in society?
True, yeah. But we've talked about this before, haven't we? About the cloning thing.
Yeah.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
But I don't think it matters, because at the end of the day, right, you might look like some other kid, but it's the way you're brought up that will change your features and the way you are, your personality.
If you lie, you get a long nose, don't you?
Well, no, but listen, right, because I remember when we, I was growing up on this estate.
This is going to be good. Go on.
No, it's not. It's just an example of how this doesn't work.
Go on.
So we don't need to worry, sort of thing.
Sure.
Right?
Okay.
So I'm growing up on this estate, and there was this woman about 4 houses down, right, who's a bit rough. All right.
Didn't fancy her.
Oh God, no. Right, but she had a baby.
Well, tell me about her first. I'm interested in this woman. What was she?
It was a very...
Was it like a man in a dress?
I didn't grow up in a posh house or anything. I'm not saying that if you live in a bit of a rough house, you're a bad person.
What did she look like?
But anyone can
Tattoos?
clean up.
Looked like Tony Green with a fag on.
They didn't clean up much, right?
Oh.
Which, even if you've not got a lot of money, you can still try and make the place look nice.
Yeah.
Right? But she didn't, and a kid used to take a horse into the house.
Sorry.
Whoa,
Whoa, Neddy. What do you mean a kid used to take a horse into the house? Where did they get a horse?
Must have nicked it from somewhere. Must have done.
You seen a horse in it? No.
What, is that from outside the saloon round the corner?
Yeah, was it just tied up with a bit of leather?
Right?
Oh, that's great. Big Jake, I'm looking for it.
I'd been out.
Oh. Sorry, let me get this. This was before the lynching stopped or after.
Where did he get a horse from? What do you mean he must have nicked it? His mum said, where'd you get that from? I bought it. All right then, but keep it out of the kitchen.
I don't want you going Catlin rustling.
Where did he get a horse from, Carl? And how long did he have it for? Was he leading it or riding it? Mum, open the door, I can't stop.
I can't stop it. Open the patio door as well.
Looks like we got us a runaway. What do you mean?
I don't know, but the thing is, they couldn't afford to buy one because they're not cheap. So I'm just guessing. Maybe that's wrong of me. But I think...
He had a horse?
Yeah, right. So
that's why the family didn't have any money. They'd spend it on the horse.
No, I don't think, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they would have bought it. So anyway...
Yeah, it's wise to whisper, Carl, in case they're listening.
Yeah. And
they could be in the room next door.
It's not buying it, it's keeping it as well.
Oh. So I was like in the car with my dad coming into the avenue, and you used to have to drive down it to turn round. And, sort of go back to our house.
You had the traditional method of transport. Yeah.
And the horse was in the lounge.
Reading a paper.
Just like walking around.
Oh God! What?
And when I was doing it, I tried to earn myself some money once by flogging little flowers in plastic cups.
What? This is genius. It just keeps coming. What do you mean you're trying to flog little flowers? What do you mean?
Wait. Let's play a record. Let's play a record and come back to this. This story's going to just unravel and unravel. It's going to go for hours. Let's play a track,
deeper and deeper. It's like an onion, isn't it?
We've created a whole world here where there's a man living with a horse.
Just walking around the lounge.
I come from the West Country. I've never heard anything like that.
I just think of a big sort of like orange carpet and it's got a rediffusion telly and this horse going, I'm fed up in here.
Exactly.
This is really...
I am not taking the rubbish out again.
Yeah.
Right, play a record. Let's have Velvet Underground. We've got that lined up.
Oh,
yeah, the classic from the first album. I'm waiting for the man. Let's come back to the horse in a second.
Little flowers in pots. What do you mean? Oh. Carl's found love on the street before, haven't you?
How's it going with your bird, Carl? Are you married?
No.
How long have you been out with her? Going out with her?
7 years.
Because you're quite a simple man.
Yeah,
you're sort of a simple.
In a nice way. I mean, you're like Helen from Big Brother.
Yeah,
you're sort of nice enough, but
I look normal.
Well, yeah, you sort of do, but you could be one of those that just suddenly go mental with a pen.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Stab people through the eyes.
Yeah, you sort of look normal. If I wouldn't really want to wind you up to a point of frenzy.
How did you meet your girlfriend?
Through work.
What, through her work? What, you found out and said
you worked at the same place.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
You're quite an enigma, aren't you? Could you give us more on that?
At work, you met her at work. What, she came in selling sandwiches? She was going through the bins outside. What do you mean you met her at work?
Why are you having an attack on me? You're the one who's sad and lonely.
Oh, he's done you again. He's done you again.
But what I thought was interesting was I just scratched at him and he just went mental.
Yeah, no,
it's like a bear caught in a trap.
It's funny, isn't it? You'll never learn.
No, I was just interested to find out what the story was, because it might be a really romantic story.
Well, it's not.
All right, jeez. I love the fact he doesn't want to talk about his love affair.
I was thinking about you in the week, and like, does it worry you? I mean, you sort of joke about it now, and we're talking about it in the office, you know, like, oh, is Steve really touchy about the way he looks? And,
oh, what's this? Where's that come from?
He's done it again. He's done you again.
I was walking home the other night, and I was thinking about it. And do you worry that when you're old, you will be on your own?
You did start it though, didn't you?
Well, Carl, I'm glad you brought this up. Because I mean, for me, you know, a lightweight, frothy entertainment show on XFM on a Saturday afternoon is exactly the place where I want to discuss the desperate, lonely future that's inevitably coming my way.
Oh, God. I'll tell you what will cheer you up and forget all that. A bit of Embrace.
Oh, one of the most hated bands.
Placebo, Bitter End on XFM 104.9. This is pre-recorded. We recorded this a couple of weeks ago, before Christmas. Hope you had a great Christmas. If you didn't, not our fault, really, is it?
Nothing to do with us.
Wouldn't have thought we'd have.
We're out of time because we've got plenty of cash now, thanks to a lot of you who probably bought the Office DVD.
Yeah.
Probably got
and
that
if you
in
haven't
stock.
yet, and you've maybe got vouchers or money, still available.
Still there in the shops.
Still available. You can still make it the best-selling DVD of all time.
Please do. Yeah.
Please do. I'll tell you what you want to hear then before you make your mind up. I'll tell you what, if you like this next clip, go and buy the Office DVD. I think you will. It's a brilliant clip.
It's the one where we talk about, well, it is self-explanatory.
Yeah.
That blew me away, right? That the fact that he got the name, he got the number. Spooky bit, right? I'm walking home. I called you up a couple of times and I left a message on your phone because it was just amazing. Not only was he good at magic, but his maths was brilliant. No, well, that thing adding up to 42 was like, how did he do that? I mean, we didn't even make a big deal out of that.
He said that to me. He said, all Carol Vorderman's got is the maths.
Do you know what I mean? Imagine him on Countdown. Yeah. He'd even know what they were going to write down. Do you know what I mean? So a bit of a wasted talent. I should see him again about that. I think he's so I get into my flat, right? And what they do in my flat where I live, they put the post in like these little pigeonholes. Right, and I don't normally check them out. I leave it for Suzanne to do, right? Sure. But this time, for some weird reason, I thought, right, I'll check it, see if we've got any posts. Open it up. There's only this. A letter for Miss Harris.
Yep, there it is. Bona fide in front of us. A letter addressed to a Miss Harris.
Well, does she live there?
No, it's my address. She doesn't live there.
Did she ever?
Don't know. It doesn't matter. It's weird, isn't it?
But
we've never had. Normally, I think there was a guy who lived there called Yakishoki.
Mr. 42.
It was definitely wasn't an Harris, right? This is the first time we've had a letter for this woman.
Yes.
Right.
But what are you claiming? Because Darren Brown himself admits that it is not paranormal, it is not supernatural, it is a trick. It's a trick.
Is it?
But he would say that, wouldn't he? Hitler said that. Play a record.
Well, can we open this?
No! It's illegal!
No, but I'm thinking if it's a birthday card for someone's like 42nd birthday.
Right. You can't open that letter. Go and put it back or you cannot open that letter.
Why not?
You can't open someone else's mail because you think Darren Brown's supernatural.
What if we steamed it open and then resealed it? No one would know.
It's only a letter.
You can't, you can, but I don't want any part of it.
Carl, I think you should open it.
No, you open it.
I'm not opening it. It's against the law. You should open it then.
We won't open it then.
They won't send you to prison.
Forget it.
You'll get off.
Cure?
Bit of cure.
There's no cure, no.
I'm looking, I'm tempted to open it.
Well, do you want to, Steve? There you go.
No, I'm not going to open it, but I think you should, definitely. 6 Different Ways by The Cure from the album The Head on the Door. We've enjoyed that.
The head on the door, Carl. Ooh, bit of a coincidence.
Spooky, isn't it?
It was only 4 weeks ago you were talking about a head and a door.
Exactly.
Has the door got a number on it? 42.
Oh, dear.
So we're not opening it?
No.
Well, I can't open it because as the producer, right?
Oh, yeah, because your standing in society is such that they'd make a real example of you.
Yeah.
A producer of a tin pot radio show once a week. Yeah, he should know better.
He can press buttons and talk at the same time. Sending down.
But they wouldn't try you in an adult court.
You would get away. You would get away with it. Just they'd hear you speaking for a little while, and the judge would end up squeezing your head and letting you off.
It'd be like those people who train monkeys to break in. Do you remember down in South London? We talked about it in the past, and they were going around robbing stuff, and they trained them to do it. Yeah, I don't think those monkeys would have got in trouble. It would have been the keepers. So, you know, I think XFM would probably take the rap.
Will you open it?
No, I can't be seen to open it.
No, he's a writer-director.
Exactly.
So am I. I can't be seen to open it.
I'll give it here then.
Right, I'm having no part of this.
That's against the law, but...
Right, I'm having no part of it.
Open it. Come on, you've started now.
Right.
The thing is, right, if it's important, we can say maybe she's listening.
But do you need to stress? What it could be anything. What are you going to say? We're going to say, oh, and if you are listening, Mrs. Harris, you have got gonorrhea. Call the clinic. Do you know what I mean? It could be anything.
Oh dear.
Oh well. I think my talk did well. Well, what is it?
It's the number 42 on there.
What is it? Can you say? Be careful. What?
Let me see what it is.
What is it?
Dear Sir, Madam, your periodical dental inspection is now due. Would you kindly contact the surgery to make an appointment? Mrs. Harris, if you're listening, your periodical dental inspection is now due. You might want to contact the dental surgeon that you normally go to.
She could have a faulty tooth.
42.
42.
42.
I don't believe it. 42.
42. Oh my God.
God, that Darren's good.
Darren Brown's good, isn't it?
Oh dear.
Well, listen, still to come, right? We've got the monkeys thing.
Oh, chimpanzee that.
And when I was out last Sunday, right, at Johnny's birthday party, Steve was there.
Yeah.
Got talking about stuff. And a debate that we didn't really finish cropped up.
It blew your mind, didn't it?
Amazing.
Oh, I know about this. Steve told me. This is the infinite amount of monkeys. Or a monkey with a typewriter at an infinite amount of time would eventually come up with the works of Shakespeare.
Yeah.
There was no debate. It's a philosophical, mathematical problem. There's no debate. It's true.
It wouldn't happen.
No, listen, Carl, listen. Infinity sorts it all out for you, right? An infinite amount of monkeys at a typewriter, right? They do everything. They type everything. Infinity just sorts it all out for you. There's no getting to it and they're going, oh, well, let's have a look what they've done. This one's come close. Did Romeo and Juliet. It would do it all. It would type everything ever possible, conceivable.
Yeah, but
it's a mathematical infinity.
Well, we've heard your side of the argument, Rick. And I'll be honest with you, it's a persuasive one. But let's hear Carl, because he heard about this in a pub last week.
Yeah,
so you've got some strong
What's your problem with it? What's your problem with it?
well, first of all, right, you're saying it's a load of monkeys. It's not just one monkey. It
depends.
Can live forever.
No, wait. It's either a chimpanzee with a typewriter with an infinite amount of time. He would eventually, by definition, mathematically, type everything ever possible. Okay, or it's an infinite amount of chimps with typewriters, and one of them will type it first time.
But already, that's not right. You either need to have
What do
one
you mean?
monkey.
What? You mean
Let's hear his
employment
point.
laws? What do you mean it's not right?
Let's hear him out, please.
If it's one monkey
Yeah.
with a typewriter that's got loads of ink in it and that, right? At least it knows what it's done in the past.
It's not.
Keep going.
Crime.
If you've got a load of monkeys, it's like if you have too many. What's that saying about too many chefs?
Too many chimps spoil the soup.
Right. Well, it's the same thing. It's like, well, I didn't tell you to put salt in it. I was going to put salt in it, and it messes it up. Whereas if it's just one, they know what's gone on. So what I'm saying is,
just leave him go.
I can't be bothered.
I want to hear. I want to hear the rest.
This blows my mind. He doesn't know what this does to me. It's a mathematical problem.
I want to hear the rest.
well, it's just I just don't think it will happen.
What do you mean you don't think it'll happen? Infinity works it out for you by definition.
Well, what's stopping them typing the same thing again?
They would. In fact, the problem should be if you had an infinite amount of time that it would type. It works for Shakespeare an infinite amount of times and everything else an infinite amount of times. But you know, that's not as.
But not Shakespeare.
Oh, shut up, you idiot!
Rick, do you know what he said to me? I said to him, I explained it to him. I said, you've got an infinite number of monkeys, infinite number of typewriters. They will type the complete works of Shakespeare. He said, have they read Shakespeare?
You're an idiot! Play a record.
said, no,
I'm not having this
they're not doing
conversation.
it from
I'm not having it. I'm not having it because it really, really winds me up.
But you're saying they'll do it with no spelling errors.
Well, they do it an infinite amount of times. And they do it wrong an infinite amount of times. And they spell the last full stop wrong an infinite amount of times. And they do it and they get one thing wrong in Hamlet wrong an infinite amount of times. They do everything an infinite amount of times.
But are they going off a story that they've...
Play a record, Carl, because I'm going to knock you out.
I'm just saying...
Shut up!
Do they know the story?
Oh,
They're monkeys!
Oh, Christ.
No,
Right,
but-
okay.
We went. It was a great day, wasn't it? Brilliant round of golf, absolutely brilliant. Such a beautiful place in Stoke Poges, it's like a really posh place.
And are you a good golf player?
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
Wow, he bought the shoes especially for it.
Oh,
We could
brilliant.
have-
I'd love to have seen him in those little shoes.
I know, and they were no good because they were metal spikes. We had to change them. He was annoyed straight away. He spent over £22 on these golf shoes. We hired a buggy that was brilliant fun. I was bombing along, wasn't I? I don't drive, but it was great on that buggy. Well, you've been on a buggy with me and you were a bit scared.
Yeah.
What? I nearly killed us once. I was just taking banks and things, but you don't see sort of bunkers, and he'd scream and go, stop! And he'd put his foot down the brake, and then I reversed.
At one point, he sort of did a handbrake turn next to the lake, and then we had to reverse, right? And you just flick a switch and put your foot down. He did that without looking. I look behind, there's a big oak tree there.
He screams, watch the tree, right? He's so...
Dukes of Hazzard.
I kept jumping in and leaving him behind because I had to go to my ball. Because anyway, so the first shot, I got on my driver. I honestly did one of the best shots I've ever done. It went straight down. It was great. I thought, phew, got away with that because it's always the first one because it's a clubhouse and you want to look good.
Yeah.
So. He tees up, and I've been saying, buy some balls. He just got 6 balls. I was going, what if you lose me? I won't lose 6 balls, right? He tees up, right? Whacks it. It goes miles, like right angles, straight into these the woods, right? He turns around, he goes, go and buy some more balls. So I'm laughing, because it's like impolite to laugh, but he broke the ice for me, and I was falling around, and then his second shot, I go, you're off a 3 now. If you take another shot, he went, oh, right. So it's his third shot, he puts the ball down. He hits the ground before it and misses the ball altogether. And I was on my back, wasn't I? Unbelievable.
Actually rolling about on his back.
I was rolling about, and we were terrible. I went round 107. He went round in like 119 or something. It was just rubbish.
How long did it take?
5 hours.
Of course.
And there was no one around, luckily. But it was fantastic. So then we go and have our meal. What annoys me, I said, right, I'll go for a run. He went, I'll have a bath. I said, I'll see you at 7:45. At 7:55, I have to call him. He's not ready, so he's let me down there. I can't stand lateness or laziness.
You hate lateness.
Yeah, and he's let me down. Do you know his excuse? He fell asleep in the bath because there was no light bulb.
There's no light bulb in the bathroom.
So instantly he fell asleep, and he was late.
No, do you know what I mean though, Steve? If you're sort of like nice and warm and what have you, I was tired anyway, I've been stressed out for 4.5 hours, right? My life flashed in front of me a few times in that buggy. So it's all sort of wears you down a bit. I thought, right, I've got a headache, you're going for your run, I'm going to have a bath. I walk in, put the light on, for some reason it didn't come on, but I thought, it's alright, I'll just, doesn't matter, you can have a bath in the
It's summer, so it's light anyway.
Well, there's no windows in the bathroom, so... Yeah.
So you were in the darkness?
So I'm in the darkness. I nod off because I'm shattered. He calls up, hassling me. So I said, well, it doesn't normally take that long for me because, I haven't got, like, long hair. I've got a dryer and I can sort of one wipe.
Yeah, he's already 10 minutes late, though, when I called.
Well, 10 minutes.
10
minutes.
Lateness is lateness. Next.
Doesn't matter. Dinner wasn't until 7:15, so we had, like, another 20 minutes anyway. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but we said 7:45. So
So he's calling up, hurry up. So I said, yeah, all right. So I get out and dry and like my tackle and what have you. Calls back again 30 seconds later. No, I don't. I don't like that.
Not going to do that, no.
Give it a wipe. 30 seconds later, come on. So I end up going downstairs to the meal area,
naked,
with a wet shirt on and wet socks. I've got headache as it is. Meant to be a relaxing weekend.
But anyway, so we have our meal, which is really nice. And then we're sitting in the bar. I'm having a cigar by the fire.
Yeah.
Like, we're having a rather nice Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
He's there going, I've got an headache.
Is this 1955 that you live in?
I know, yeah. It's so right. And we are knackered because, he's not used to work. I've seen him moaning, falling asleep. He's not used to it at all.
And you've been on your feet for over half an hour.
Yeah, right. So, we didn't even walk around the golf course. We had a buggy.
Yeah.
It wasn't even exercise. That was Bowie and Waterloo Sunset. Love that. Love the original. Love Bowie. Bowie was my gig of the year. These are my singles of the year. These are our clips of the year. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Stephen Merchant. We're just picking some lovely little bits and pieces.
Do you remember when we talked about this?
What was that one you told me about with the porn? That was a good one.
Oh, this was fantastic, right? Right. There was this...
Sorry, can I just check now? We're just remembering classic episodes of the Tales
No, this is important. Well, I saw one, right? I saw one on Tales Unexpected, right? And it was these two gents. What they used to do, they look down the obituaries and they'd blackmail the wife or the son of a dead eminent person, like might be a priest or a doctor, something like that, and they'd go and they'd say, he bought some erotic stuff from us before he died, and he owes 100 guineas and all this sort of stuff, and they'd pay up because it'd be so embarrassing. They just didn't want them, so they'd just pay him, right? And this one bloke said, who are these people? I'll meet with them. And he goes round there, and he goes round, and they go, your father, he goes, my father could not have bought any erotic material from you. They did it, he goes, he couldn't have, he's blind. Right, and that was the twist. And Karl went, so it was magazines, not videos then.
Yeah. Now think about it, Steve. Is that so stupid?
Well, presumably it was set in olden times because professional pornographers don't tend to call it, erotic material.
Yeah.
They tend to call it, juicy jugs or whatever. But more than that, I don't understand how a video is going to be any use to a blind person either. I know that you can hear the sound, Karl. Look at you nodding like you caught me out.
Yeah, what sound will you hear? Do. Your meter needs looking at? Yes. Cut. What's then? What's that? Then it's just noises,
occasional groans.
Yeah.
Right.
You could listen through the wall at your neighbours.
He does.
I mean, that's why I save a lot of money. But I thought you were going to point out, Karl, that they could have had a Braille porno. Now, have you thought of that?
Look, feel the lumps on that.
Exactly. Think about it, Karl.
Think about it.
You're excited now.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend's away, Karl.
Yeah, but she's great as only under the cupboard.
No, she's a good-looking lady.
Oh. 3 holidays Karl's had last year.
Yeah.
I'd love to have 3 holidays. You've got to start putting the work in there.
2 holidays, though.
No, you had 3 holidays. You went away with Suzanne and her parents.
Yeah, well, that doesn't count.
It does count. If you book 2 weeks off the firm, you go away and you go, how was your holiday? Go, well, it didn't really count. It wasn't a really good holiday. Can I have them days back, please? My New Year's resolution is to be nicer to you, but talk sense.
You've already broken that.
No, but talk sense. Talk sense. You've had 3 holidays this year, and I'm just saying, you're in your 30s now, and 30s is when you should be really putting the work in.
That's true enough.
To reap the benefits in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 100.
Karl, what's your New Year resolution? What about think before you speak? It's worth...
See, I'm allowed to laugh. I'm allowed to laugh at things other people say, Karl. That one... that is a good suggestion. How was your holiday, Karl?
It was all right.
Right, brilliant.
But that, I don't see, on the ratio of good to bad in Karl's mind, that might be amazing, because we never hear him singing the praises of anything.
I'll tell you what, can we have, a cracking little tune, and then come back and hear about Karl's holiday?
I'd love to do that.
Let's keep it tight. Love to Tear Us Apart by Joy Division. Now, I can't put my finger on it, but that doesn't sound like the original, and it's off a compilation. It sounded a bit fast. I think the vocal was slightly different. If anyone can, put me out of misery, I think it might be in a session of the time or something.
Karl, is it a New Year resolution for you? Another one. Maybe when we ask you to get a song, get the original single version.
I could be
and
wrong,
not some obscure session.
Yeah, it does seem different, doesn't it?
Very odd.
Yeah. Maybe we just remember it wrongly. But anyway, that's XFM for you. 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant. Karl Pilkington. Karl, you went to Lanzarote.
Yeah.
People said don't go to Lanzarote. They told you it was Lanzarote. They told you, were they right or wrong?
They were right, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's a bit ropey, yeah.
Is it? Why?
Just, out there. If it wasn't for the volcano they had, it'd been knackered.
That's their big draw, is it?
That's it, basically. That's all they've got going for them.
When you landed, was it really hot? Initially, were you quite excited? You were thinking this is okay?
It was warm. It's, we can't complain about the weather. The weather was all right.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's what I went for, but it'd be nice if there just was something else.
Yeah.
What did you do all day then? Did you read your ritual book?
No, I didn't read that. I read that book. Do you know the book that I bought and all the chapters were messed up?
Oh, yeah.
I bought a better version of that.
All right.
And I read that.
Excellent.
And then...
Did it make more sense in order?
Yeah, a lot easier to follow.
Yeah.
And then we went and had a look at the volcanoes and that. They've got 36 of them to look at.
How many did you look at before you realised that pretty much, you've seen one volcano, you've seen them all?
Probably about 6 or 7.
Really? Yeah. And then when you got to the 8th, you thought, now I know what this is going to be, Suzanne. This is going to be like a mountain with a hole in the top.
Yeah.
Really?
But it happened years ago as well. It's like, just keep a couple, fill the rest in, tidy it up.
Fill the rest in!
Yeah, no,
Well, getting some builders.
No, seriously though.
Okay, 4 million tonnes of concrete, please.
They're an absolute death trap.
Yeah, what? Yeah. What do you mean, fill them in? Do you know what a volcano is?
It's just a hole, isn't it? That's happened.
Well, it's more than the
happened back
hole. It's more a portal to the magma in the centre of the earth.
Back in 1730 it happened, and they still haven't sorted it out.
Well, when you say it happened, volcanoes were made a lot longer ago than 1730.
No, but the one that did Lanzarote in.
Right.
Sort it out.
What would you suggest?
Well,
How can
tidy
they
up.
fill it in? It's joined. It's all joined.
No, but what I'm saying is,
the big plates of the earth are all joined.
It
All
was
the
a
magma's
disaster, wasn't it?
joined.
With the trade centre thing, that happened. They cleaned it up, sorted it out, they've moved on. That's what I'm saying. Whereas Lanzarote have just gone, leave it. It happened back in 1730.
You misunderstand me. How, in the name of God, can you fill in a volcano? You ignorant twit.
No, but it's not just the holes. They've actually left the lava everywhere. That's what I mean. It's not just the big holes. There's lava everywhere.
But it's molten rock. They can't just pick it up like they're like a carpet.
Put it in the holes. The holes are there ready. Just push it all in. That's what I'm saying.
Right, we've got who's that on the line?
It's Rob.
Rob, and are you a doctor?
I'm a final year medical student. I'll be a doctor in 2 months, touch wood.
That's close enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, where do you study? Do you want to give more details, or do you want to remain anonymous as you're calling in to
I
talk?
study at Barts Hospital.
All right, great. So, why do GPs sometimes put their finger up a man's anus?
To see what's there. You know, if you've got hemorrhoids, if you've got an enlarged prostate, it's either that or they stick up a big tube and have a look up with a light.
What?
And it's easier to do that.
Now, are you dumbing this down for us, or are you going to fail your medical exams by saying stick up a big tube with a light?
I'm dumbing it down.
Okay, come on then. We're all intelligent people here, and Karl. So you tell us what's that called?
It's called a sigmoidoscope.
Right.
Nice. That was a clever test, wasn't it, Rick?
12
I think
inch
he's a real
long,
doctor.
Yeah.
12-inch long tube that they can put up there.
So, Karl, would you prefer that or a finger?
Well, so do they sort of do the finger first, and then, I mean, at what point do they say, hang on, we need a light here? I mean...
It's normally if there's something wrong.
But, so if I go then, say if I go to this Wellman clinic, right, and they go, yeah, the art's good and that, yeah, finger, there you go, and then they go, hang on, I'm going to go and get me light and tube. I could start worrying then because they've sort of found something.
And they're not likely to go straight in with the tube. They'll probably send you off some tests first.
But Karl, there's nothing. You go to these places to put your mind at rest and to know where you are with your health. I mean, it's not that you go along. That's what most people worry about. They think that because I'll go along and they'll find something. Well, one, that's illogical. It doesn't heighten the fact they find something because you go along. And two, if they do find something, it's a good job you went along. I mean, I'm a hypocrite because I don't go to the doctor, but you know, I've had that done.
You should be concerned if when they shine the little light in your ear, it comes out the other side of your ear.
No,
the other ear comes right out the other side. That's when you should be worried.
But Rob, right, you said then, if they find something, they send me off for some tests. Why can't I just have the test without that and cut out the middleman? Do you know what I mean?
Because you're wasting lots of money.
There's hundreds of tests they could do, and they could do every test, and they could all come back with nothing, or they could do the finger up there and send you for the 3 tests you need to find out what's wrong with you.
But in this day and age, with all the technology and that, and like brainy doctors and all that, the only way to find out is sticking a finger up there.
What are you worried about, Carl? Is it fundamentally that this doctor who's has done 6 years medical training, is it embarrassing to have a man's finger up your ass?
I just don't understand how you can get round to that without...
But what don't you like? Is it fundamentally you don't like anything up your ass, or is it the fact that it's a man's finger up there?
I don't like going to the doctors. It makes me nervous, because I think if anyone searches you long enough, they're going to find a fault with you, right? And especially if they're going that far into you. They're going to find something. And
probably not.
Well, you know, I just don't... I don't know how to get round to that sort of... that point where you get a... What do you talk to the doctor about? And he's like, all right, nice day. Strap your trousers.
He goes, he says, I'm gonna just,
Most people just shut up and let you do it, and then breathe a sigh of relief when you say there's nothing there.
Yeah.
But is that at the end of the test, or is that the first thing he does?
It's the last thing.
So that trousers up out the door.
Because he knows it ends conversation. He knows it's a bit of a faux pas. The doctor says, I better not kick off with the finger up the arse. What I do is I'll start on with the, the head, and then we'll then go, one final thing, Mr. Pilkington.
So Rob...
He drops his keys and he goes, pick them up. And as you bend over...
Will you be doing this, Rob? Is this what you're, like, open to do? You do all these...
I'll have to do it at some point. All doctors do it at some point, no matter what they specialise in.
So the first one, is he another doctor there to sort of make sure you're doing it right?
Not dentists.
No, but do you know...
aren't doctors anyway.
But do you know what I mean? Like, normally it's like a co-pilot will have someone with them for the first one. So when you put your first finger in, will someone be there going, right, you just want to move to the left of it?
I've already done it.
Have you?
Yeah. So that's the thing with a student, you're learning. So you get people teaching
and you learn on...
these things.
Can I just point out, Rob, I think I'm right in assuming that you have a glove on.
Yep.
And there's lubrication.
Yep.
And it doesn't hurt.
No.
There you go. What are you worried about, Carl?
Who's this person who everyone's testing on in your class?
It's not one person.
One person. There's like, when a patient comes in and they've got a problem, your boss, the consultant, he does his finger up, and if he finds something, he goes to the patient, is it alright if the student has a feel as well? Then the student puts on a glove, puts the sleeve on the glove, and sticks his finger up and sees what he comes out with.
Rob, I wish you could see Carl's face. I mean, his face when you said, and he says, can this fella have a go as well? He looked horrified that he thought it was a free-for-all, like there's a queue of people trying on gloves and going, let's have a go. That looks good up there. What have you found?
No, I mean, how come you had to sort of... Is it not something you could test on yourself rather than waiting for other people to come in? Because then, you know...
It's an awkward position to get to, really, isn't it?
Well, but you can have a good rummage then without feeling too awkward, but to sort of have a go on your first patient when you don't really know what you're looking for anyway, do you know what I mean?
Never really thought about it.
Because you don't... If you've never done it before... You pop your finger in there, and you've got to sort of look. You've got to have an expression on your face, like you know what you're finding.
Well, they can't see what you look. They can't see your face.
There. You got the big boss consultant man going. Now move your finger there, and you'll probably feel this. But he's just done it. He knows what's there.
Well, what? Oh, so he's already had a go. He's had a feel, and he's going right. If you feel to the right, that's the conglomeracy or whatever.
The conglomeracy, yeah. Its conglomeracy is in perfect working order.
Well, that's... I'm still...
Thank you, Rob. I'm sorry you had to go through this. Carl is probably the worst patient you'll ever encounter in your medical career. Good luck with your finals, and thanks very much.
And do you know any female doctors who do this? Or?
Thank you. XFM 104.9. Thank you.
104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Stephen Merchant.
It's the best of. You've been voting in all week, sending your emails. So here's the clips that you wanted. Right. Okay. Right. The results of
we ain't got a winner for the first time.
Yes, we have. We've got
loads of winners.
No, we haven't. We've done this feature for 3 weeks. This is the first time I've managed to sort of.
Well, let's go through them then.
What have they got wrong?
The first one.
The first one.
What was the first one? Well, hang on. Let's do them in reverse order first. So what's the last one?
The last one. The clue was that bloke does sport on the telly and he's got a little kid.
What's that?
That's Destiny's Child. Des, who does ITV Sport,
that's
has got
terrible,
a tiny
man.
child, right? No, that's fine. They got that.
Okay, Destiny's Child. What's the middle one?
Right, the middle one. Right.
Child.
The second one was he doesn't like women. Yeah, he's got a couple of kids. That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Right. That was PD. That was Puff Daddy.
That is offensive. Go on.
But it's not Puff Daddy. It's Puff Daddy, and he's not even called that anymore. He's called P Diddy.
Well.
Okay, fair enough.
But they got that one.
Yeah.
And if I'm being tight, these lot are as well.
Yeah.
Tight means something in Manchester. Go on.
Right. And the first one that they're having problems with, I don't think them birds should be allowed in this area.
Got it. Boyzone.
It's not Boyzone.
What's the clue again?
I don't think them birds should be allowed in this area.
That is perfect. A boy zone. No birds.
No women.
No women, yeah, birds, right? A boy zone. Sorry, Carl. If that isn't the answer, their clue is better than yours. That is brilliant. What was yours? Boy zone, it works perfectly.
What's your answer then?
Bangles.
What? I have no idea what that means.
Like seagulls. So you don't want them in this area, so you're banning them. Bangles.
Oh! Well, give it to Boyzone, because Boyzone's better. Don't use birds to be allowed in this area, it's a Boyzone.
I think we should have a rollover. Carl beat them. You have to use his logic, surely.
But theirs works. You can't do what am I thinking. No, that's not what I'm thinking. It works perfectly. I think you've got to give it to the ones that got the Boyzone.
Well, how about, right, because they didn't actually get into my head and my way of thinking,
heaven
right?
forbid.
How about we just keep back the David Attenborough and they can have, I'll chuck in the Hellraiser, right?
Okay.
And Blondie album and the Madness one.
Yeah, okay, pick a winner at random.
Pick a winner, Steve.
I'm going to give it to Paul Sloman, who got those answers, and he also says, P.S. Carl, you're a moron. So, I'm giving that to Paul, and good luck to him.
Right, well,
he's got a crazy night tonight. If we can rush these over to him, he's got a cracking Saturday night.
Well, if I'm a moron, I might get your address wrong when I send them to you.
Ooh. Coming right back at you, Paul.
Yes.
Carl, you're making noises while I'm talking.
Yeah, but you do this all the time trying to wind me up. And I'm not saying Manchester's the best place in the world, but what I'm saying is there's bits of it that I really miss.
Yeah.
Like last Sunday, right? When I'd met up with Ricky, we had spaghetti bolognese, which was all right. And then I said to him, I need some soil.
Damn, I wish you'd invited me. It sounds amazing.
So I need some soil. What do you think?
You need some what? Soil?
Soil, yeah.
I need to repot a plant, right?
Yeah.
So
you need to repot a plant?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I'm like, where you can't see these shops in London. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing around.
I took him straight to one in my street.
Yeah, but near your street, and that's probably the only one in London.
Well, you say that, Carl.
No, it does annoy me. Round my way, it's like, you know...
You can't move for soil shops.
There's earth. You can just pick up handfuls walking down the street.
Yeah, incredible. People just lean over into someone's front garden. No, you can take the plants as well.
No, but what I'm saying is, Manchester, there's loads of decent hardware shops.
Yeah.
Here, you know, if you want a panini and a latte or whatever, you can't move from. But for soil, I had to go virtually how many miles away from me to carry that soil home and stuff. Yeah. It's not good. I mean, London's all right, but if cities were sort of marked...
It's neglecting the peat market, really.
Well, there's barely any mulch available in central London.
I'm sick and tired of not getting a good, decent compost of a Sunday.
Indeed.
So, you know, I'm thinking of moving to the north, where there is loads of soil and gravel.
Indeed.
And animal shite.
Whatever.
Yeah. So you were going to say, if you were marking cities out of 10, what would you give London?
Well, if you were marking them on, like, you know, on what they have.
Right. As opposed to what?
Well, as opposed to...
How you spell it.
So, like, I think the greatest city in the world is Rome. No,
Okay.
it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Have you been?
What? Yeah. Why do you think that though?
Just because, like, you turn a corner and there's something there that's really old. Right?
Right.
Like, you're going down a normal street.
Go and stay in a Derby and Joan club.
Yeah.
No, but it's like you're going down the road and then you turn a corner and like the Colosseum's in the middle of a busy road. It's like, what's that doing there?
Yeah.
And just when you think there's no more, you turn another corner.
It's almost as if that was there first.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? London,
Yeah.
what have we got? You know, Trafalgar Square is world known. And you go there, what's there?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of space there. Get one big B&Q.
In Trafalgar Square.
To cater for the whole of people who live sort of central Londonish.
Yeah.
And then I'd be happy, but what I'm saying
Well, with
is...
Nelson just popping up through the middle, because you can still see it, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
B&Q, so B&Q could be like the whole sort of flat thing and make it sort of grey so it looked like rock, and then Nelson popping
Make it
up.
classy is what you're saying.
Yeah. Stone clad it,
Yeah.
so it looks like you've made an effort.
Exactly.
And then you can pop in, and then you can go out and go, oh look, Nelson's column. Oh look at that! Isn't Nelson? Oh look at that! The victory, defeat. That's fantastic. One of the greatest living.
Yeah.
I need some nails.
Yeah. Perfect. Killing two birds with one stone, you're saying?
But why isn't there more than them shops? Because when I went into yours, every time I've been in there twice now. The first time was to get a shower head, right?
Right.
And I went in there, couldn't resist buying something else. I ended up getting some super glue as well.
Blimey. Hey, big spender.
And then last Sunday we went in there, got 2 bags of soil, not one, I bought 2, and I bought some scissors to cut plants with.
Secateurs.
Well, you never know when you want, you might need more soil, I suppose.
Well, I've got
You've
two.
stocked out now. Where'd you keep it under your bed?
Sorry, this isn't going out, is it? This conversation, it's not going out on air.
I got a feeling it might be.
You're joking. We better play a record.
Okay.
Play a classic. 100 Reasons. If I could.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage Pop Will Eat Itself? Carl, have you got like a sound effect or something of like, get the atmosphere
Cheering.
we're going to test?
Cheering. We'll seek it out with.
Have you got something there? Have a look on there. I'm just looking in the NME for the kind of forthcoming gigs of the smaller known bands, and it might be a useful place to just begin the.
Ladies and gentlemen, peoples around the world, will you please welcome to the stage Chumba Awamba?
Have you got a sound effect? We got one. Nice, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage the Parkinsons? They're playing in Leicester this week, so I look forward to that.
That's a good plug, isn't it?
Let me see who else.
If anyone wants to pop down to Leicester to see the Parkinsons.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Cyclefly.
Okay.
Oh, there's a genuine one here. This is someone. Simon's emailed and he says, "Will you just test this name for us?" Okay, Carl, if you can. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage Coach? Not utterly convinced.
No,
it's not too
no.
bad. It's not.
I'm worried about the sound effect. We start to sound like Chris Moyles or something. When
Well,
play a sound
he's a
effect.
top broadcaster. Everyone loves him.
Losing weight as well.
He is hilarious. Funny man. Just there's one more coming here. I'll just check this one.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome, this is Chris Oxford. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, meanwhile back in communist Russia.
Is that a band?
I assume so.
I assume it's his band.
Yeah.
Steve, I mean, I will play great old tunes till the cows come home. We got to give them a little bit of Dandy Warhols and Air and Athlete. I know that, and they're great. They're good, right? But I wanted to play a Cat Stevens song, but I thought I'd better not because I've, play that a little bit. And we quite like resurrecting old reputations, don't we? People like Elton John who had bad faces, or David Bowie.
People whose names now are largely laughed at in the serious rock
or people
circles.
that people might not have considered. I thought Cat Stevens, oh no, Rod Stewart, I thought.
Was he Rod Stewart? Many people now are thinking of the leopard hot pants and the ludicrous
Do you
hair.
think I'm sexy and all those sort of old stadium sort of disco things? But he wrote beautiful tracks from Maggie May through, and I thought, hold on, 2 birds with one stone. What about a Rod Stewart song written by Cat Stevens?
Wow. Is there such a thing?
The first cut is the deepest.
Let's hear it, Rick.
On this album as well is The Killing of George. Georgie Part 1 and 2, remember? About the gay bloke. Georgie Boy was gay, I guess. His favourite song. Carl's favourite song.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And I was going, oh yeah, I remember that, yeah. I said about, and I said, did not intend to take his life. He just pushed it when he gets mugged and killed. Do you know what he said?
Go on.
I was sitting outside, I was singing, he went, well, as I said, they go out too late.
They go out too late.
He meant gay people go out too late. He went, no, they do. I went, what do you mean? He said, well, they're always out, they go out when people are coming home. He said, if he'd have been in bed by 10, he'd still be alive today.
That's a sobering lesson.
And he went, there's one that works here and he's shattered every Monday.
Oh, if you're gay and you're listening, just be in bed earlier. Go out when sensible people go out.
Yeah.
You're right, we're not on the continent, Carl.
If you're gay and you're not in bed by 10, go home.
Yeah.
I don't get it. No, like, again, I spoke to you in the week, and I had much better things, like when I tell you about Brian Blessed climbing Everest, and for some reason it made him, it played havoc with his belly, and he followed through, and he had to clean up.
Shut himself?
Yeah, using ice and snow.
Why are you telling me that Brian Blessed, in what way is telling me that Brian Blessed shit himself once in any way educational?
Because I was saying how he was climbing Everest, right?
Right.
I give it to him, he's an actor and that, but he gave that a go.
Yeah.
Right? It played...
What's the point of that, you'd say, wouldn't you?
You'd say, God, he's you know...
So he's alright. Me doing a boxing match for no reason is rubbish, but him climbing Everest and shitting himself...
Yeah, he did that.
Is commendable.
Right, and he's only going to, like, go and do it again. He's going to climb it again.
Yeah, but he might not shit himself this time.
Yeah, what's the point in going? Nothing's changed up there.
Yeah, good point. Yeah,
Where's it been?
Well, it has. They've probably cleared it up by now. Like, but it's slip on it.
I can't even
read about Brian Blessed. Is it actually true, or have you lied with someone else?
It was an interview with him in it.
And what did he say? Oh, come on! What did he say?
He said I climbed Everest and I played havoc with me belly. Let's talk about it next week. We've really run out now.
Oh, you're a fool.